Hey, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it got weird. It did not want to be kindly to me this morning when I asked it to do a thing. I asked the YouTube to make a new stream and it was like, nah. Nah. Got really confused. Okay, we should be up and live. I will wait for the moment when I get some chats back and some people indicate that this is going. Hey, we get S. Alam as the first in the place. Baby Bell, Mr. Cheese itself. OMG. Oh my god, I love Disco Elysium. Yes, I have heard that many people do. I am not a big homie, Steron. You take that back. I am a small homie. I'm not a homie at all. I'm a story. I'm a groupie. I'm from somewhere else. Hi, Nito. Hey, oh, the GIF doesn't work. Oh well, that's fine. I switched the subscriber badges to be a nice little cup of green tea emoji that I found, and there, it's got a little GIF, the little thing moves, and it's cute, but it doesn't work, so I guess that's useless. Whatever. It's hanging real good. It's hanging real good. It's going great though. Okay, people are in the stream, in the chat, in the place. We can get this rocking and rolling now. Let's get it crack-a-lackin'. Let's get it crackin', not lackin', hopefully. Disco Elysium, the final cut. Let me get into the actual thing. Great. We're gonna go with load game. The autosave in Martinez. I don't think that they can be animated. That is unfortunate. You can sleep after 21, heals all your health and morale. This is my first playthrough, Cyberjoker. I've never played this game before. People are going to ask, so I'll get to it before I get to it. Oh, this is stuff that I've found out about. This is this. This is my stuff. This is my me. This is me. And I chose Dram. Okay, okay. Okay? Okay. SMH did not finish watching the BOCCHI discussion. You had time. It went up at 9 a.m. Right? You did play it, saw it in the VOD. Oh, I thought you meant, is this your second playthrough? So that's the wrong way to ask that question. What number of playthrough is this is not what you're asking. What you're asking is, what number of stream is this? Because when you say what number of playthrough is this, I think Dark Souls terms, and I think you've played through the game how many times? And the answer is none. No, Rinchan, I have no plans. I've put it on like 10 polls, and it loses every time. It's lost every time. I've put it on polls where it should have won, and it lost. I've put it on polls where it shouldn't have won, and it lost. What part of the playthrough is this? It's an hour in. We're an hour in. We haven't gone and seen the body yet. We just went outside for the first time, and
there they both are. Two identical shoes.
Yay!
Like two baby crocodiles. It's pretty clear. A normal, good. They're balanced.
Nice.
Comfy.
Oh, I healed my
Feels
morale
like
by
the
getting
only good thing about you
shoes.
right now, truth be told.
Who cares what stream it is, Cyberjoker? It literally doesn't matter. We're playing the game. Shut up. Okay, I want to talk to Impossible Me Minions lady.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I like her portrait a lot.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
She's French-leaning. That's weird.
Of course. What can I help you with? Of course.
Oh,
Where to?
I'm not gonna ask that.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Okay. Yes, Kim. What's up in the
There's
north?
the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
I wouldn't describe it as SLM because I don't know. Well, the one that you missed is on Twitch, and the VOD will get deleted eventually. I have to download it and do something with it.
The harbor gates? Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics.
What is that?
A fleet store too.
I don't know what that is.
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
How about stop asking me questions, people? Just stop. I'm not gonna be paying attention
Just
to chat.
coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
I'm not here to answer questions about how I'm running the channel or what I'm going to watch next or anything that you ask. I'm here to play the game. Sorry to be acidic in my response, but it's come on. I'm trying to pay attention
No,
here.
actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. Oh, that's right there. In the yard.
Even all the way over here, there's a drop of death in the spring air.
Cool.
No problem.
She's very well composed, back straight.
Me? I am just a gardener.
She hides it well, but behind the sweat and dirt there is something else in her rigid posture.
Let's not push that then.
I'm working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to
Salts
inhale.
I've had to inhale? Smelling salts?
Salts? Ammonium salts. Perhaps useful for later.
Yeah.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Oh.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
No visible annoyance. That's weird. She is immediately very suspicious. However, suspicious in an extremely likable French movie type of way, as expected. This is to look. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Pigs, go home. Well, we are not liked here at all. And she's sitting right in front of that, so you have to wonder. That's a cool motor car. Well, if I do this, I can highlight everything. Okay. Check out the motor car.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle.
I wonder if
it hasn't
that's...
had time to cool off yet.
I wonder if that's the car that I heard last night or this morning or whenever.
This must be the infernal
Yeah, the
machine
Capri
that
Kinema.
tore from oblivion. The Capri in the cabin. You are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
So nothing weird.
A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The frequency tableau lights up, and the green
Prime
button
line.
labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the
Electrical
metropolis.
kittens.
A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant.
Oh.
How may I assist you?
I was actually supposed to be doing this. Okay, yeah, hi.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm putting him on.
Good morning, Lou Ginkgo.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident.
Come in, Delta
You've
10. This
probably
is
done it 1,000
Firewalker.
times.
Copy, copy. Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch. No, let's just be nice to the human.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How
Alice,
may I
you sound
assist
cute.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
All right, let's do the thing I'm supposed to do.
Just a second, officer.
Radley voice is oddly familiar. Cool.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in.
Very
Over.
French. That's so many French people now.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
Do I actually know relay code? I might. Station 41, I've got an urgent business, over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message.
Urgent
What's your
message?
status?
I'm just reporting it. Hi, what's up? What's up, bro?
10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very
I need to
serious
10-22.
situation.
God,
I
this
need
guy.
to 10-22
The coding,
to the
God.
captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Oh. What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Don't question who that is.
Who lost his badge?
Oh, God. Huh, who lost his badge? He's perfect. God, who would that character be played by in a movie? Shit. Oh, I can't think of it.
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Oh, I have a name? I have a name. I have a name.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Is it usual for me to have lost my identity?
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who will not
Okay.
lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ten-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's Dwayne the Mac Johnson. It's Dwayne the Mac Johnson. What's up, buddy?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
I think I did lose my gun. I don't think I have one.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun, too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? No. It's gone. It's...
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
But if I convince them that I haven't lost my gun, then I don't get a gun, do I? Oh, I'm gonna do it because the drama is me.
lying.
Let's go.
Over the phone. It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth.
Wow.
And then it becomes it.
Then it is the truth, isn't it?
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't
So
even
he's
want
not
to
the
imagine
captain.
the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain.
So you would have made somebody else do it, John, huh?
Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
Well, how the fuck am I gonna do that?
You lost your gun, officer. You need further
Well,
assistance.
actually, I have lost my gun as well. Yeah, let's talk about the financial.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the...
What does he want now?
He's asking for my...
Is if
I don't think he...
don't give that asshole anything.
Okay,
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
very well.
Anything else, sir? Over.
Well, he's getting quite fucky.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this. Ask if...
Well, I know that he's not there
10-4,
alone.
Sir, I'm not hearing your question.
Badge description, right? Any news about my family? Let's wrap this up. That.
What? What is...
He wants to verify...
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Shit.
Tell him to stop wasting...
What do you need, sir? Over.
Alright, fuck
Understood,
it.
sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Fucking assholes.
This is Precinct 57.
As always, it's DJ Max and Felicio, and you're listening to
Yeah!
FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby.
Amazing.
Starting with roaring radio. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio.
Oh,
He's
yup,
not
Kim.
looking
I found you. I
as he
fucking caught
says.
you, Kim. You're a goofball.
Someone must have been messing
Uh-huh.
with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency.
Uh-huh.
You wanted a prime line, right? Oh, is that what it was called?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh, Kim. What the fuck is Speed Freaks FM, huh?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
You know what? He doesn't want to get into it. I'm not going to push Kim. Kim's been fine to me.
Nothing to get into, really.
Yes,
Sure.
nothing to
Let's
talk
focus
about,
on the
just your
important
immense amounts of porn. Whatever the fuck that was. The nastiest, most vulgar. Speed Freaks.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect it to someone?
Yeah, let's talk to Sylvie.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number?
Received.
We get a music swell. Interesting. Good night, Redler.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malak.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, hello?
Hi, Sylvie. Oh, Sylvie. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags. Hello! Very friendly. I have some questions for you about your last days.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Great. Pour some tea stuff. I did double brew my tea, which is to say that it's hot water, but old tea, so it might not be strong enough. Was it you call the police?
No, not me.
Wait, didn't Gart say that she called the police? I guess not. Do you know who made that call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones
Wow.
around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Yes, they do. Gart did? Okay. That makes sense, Sampers. I can look back through the log if I have to. I thought that was a contradiction, so it's not. Man, Copper Thieves is real shit. I think I've mentioned this in another video, but I went on a, hey, good night. Have a great day. Great time, good life. All that jazz. I went to the Atacama Desert in Chile to see the Gemini Observatory there. My uncle is an astrophysicist, and so he got access to the telescope in the observatory. And so we went for a visit. And they had just got it up and running again because not that long prior, some very well-organized thieves had gone and stolen all of the copper conduit and cabling from the fucking observatory. from the damn telescope. So this is some real shit. Copper thieves take that stuff and sell it.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
Okay.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
I don't really want to push her on the why, but I'll ask.
What? Of course it bothered me. But
I thought the Union already
about
knew.
the corpse. No one calls the police.
No one calls the
Union would get
police.
angry.
The Union would get angry. Ooh, who has power in this town?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like...
I am the authority around here. Me. Back off, push on. Why did you let a corpse hang in your backyard? Definitely not. Looks like there is a limit to my authority. No, I want to ask him.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto police by the Dock Workers Union.
Yeah, I'm going to back off.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call
Yeah,
you
understood.
because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the union.
Totally.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that.
You're stuck in a tyrannical system, and so the tyranny echoes down at every tier. Wow.
Yeah, go on.
Why'd you quit?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
That tracks. Well, she didn't like Guard.
Why not?
Not to take photos of a certain container. Yeah. Yeah.
What? No, why would you even think that?
So do you agree that quitting your job just because someone asked you out is overreaction? Would you agree with the statement that fucking damn, I'm stuck in bed? He told me he asked you out. Are you saying it didn't happen?
Please, don't bring Gart into...
God, why can't you just mind your own business?
Yep, sorry.
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Okay, that is fascinatingly weird. That is not the response that I would get if that's the situation. Is it? Unless she just has no clue who she is. You see my badge?
Yeah, I know who you are.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the...
No, my badge is missing.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Alright.
Right. It's better to not ask too many questions.
Alright.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again.
Fuck. Please, I'd like to know.
She doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy.
Fuck.
Like God. Trust me, you wouldn't want to be the guy here. You know how it is. No. You're the guy. You're Lieutenant Love.
Maybe, yeah.
Matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor guy.
Women are just transactional. I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do so without all this internalized misogyny. Maybe that.
Misogyny.
Oh boy.
I'm just telling things the way they
God.
are.
Oh my
Can't a man
God,
be
that's the
honest
first
in his
time
own
that's
head
happened,
anymore?
where my thoughts are against my desires. That hasn't happened in the game yet. That's new. Oh fuck. Not only are they telling me something that isn't true, they're swaying my continued decisions in a direction that I cannot control. Oh boy. Finally warming up. The hot tea. I'm still wearing the same shirt, damn it. Yep. Doesn't matter.
You
No.
have to act.
A man can't be honest in his own head.
You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boys' talk with God himself.
Damn.
Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Kiddo, Daddy's gonna take you on his lap, little darling. Fuck. Refuse the love quest, although it's wonderful. Yes.
You're just a gimp. What? You want to be more empathetic?
Yes, actually.
Call was terminated by the other party.
Fuck.
Anything else, officer? 57's over.
In the cabin, you see a set, a metallic drawer.
Toolbox.
Take what you need, officer.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long case.
All
The
of
pry
it.
bar feels
I'm
nice
not
and cold
protective
in
of
your
my
hand.
tools like some people. Yeah. Gimme.
Handles up. You can
Gimme.
do it. It's robust.
Gimme.
Lets you see the pull-out
Yeah.
toolbox slides back into its nest. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if...
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. The white suede feels luxurious.
Cool, and we're out. Fuck, that was terrifying. Stuck in your own mind. Now that's gonna get really bad. If you fuck things up, that can get really bad really fast. Can't it? That's really interesting. Cracking the pavement. You are the angriest man I know, Renee.
Planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
The YouTube bell really doesn't do anything. Yeah, what the fuck?
We can sit on benches after we've solved.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to.
Great. Is that a human? They're playing a game. I'm not going to worry about it right now. What is this?
This Postlavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized. A faint sticker
Bullet
on the
holes.
side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102.
Mankind,
With a
be
slogan,
vigilant.
Mankind,
Yes.
be vigilant.
Good mailbox. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, good buddy. Yeah, what a good boy. Good mailbox
seems happy.
sprouts arms. The box seems happy.
Shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it.
I
Jenny
feel
is
you.
a whore, and
Hey, man.
best sex
You should man the
mailbox.
fuck up, mailbox. Been there, buddy.
The mail collection box seems cathartic.
Oh, it heals my morale to be
Thankfully,
nice to
so do
things.
You shudder, then you swallow.
Weird. Wow, what a weird one. Just you being empathized. That's... You empathizing makes the world empathize with you. So I feel like this is the north that we're dealing with. What's this? Fuck the sun. No, Rue. Broken gate.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Cop habit. This isn't case. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your...
Great, so let's do some visual calculus while hungover. Please, please,
The
please.
tire
Thank
tracks were
you.
left here by an unknown event. that took place
Interesting.
Some days ago. It's a message. Written
Ding
in
dong
the language
ding.
of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling and then accelerated straight into the fence. Left a hole. The driver proceeded to back before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
The car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage friendly city. I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there.
Alright.
See?
At some point we may do that. But, oh, what's here? What's this? What's that? I didn't see that before. What is it? Is that a beep booper?
Old call box
Okay,
where a
that's too many
matrix of
people.
Push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Empty card, East Delta Pinball. Alright. Very interesting. Hey, kid. What's up? What's this? And there's our body.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from
Exact
6 to 12
count?
pairs.
What
Heavy
kind of
workers'
boots?
boots with reinforced toes and hobnails.
Hobnails.
All over the
Specifically, what are hobnails? Just looking that up. Hobnail. Nails, spiky spikes at the bottoms. Yep. Serious business. Very cool.
Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Peace, sound of azure. Learning new words. It's not so much a new word, just more of a confirmation of a word that I definitely knew. In this particular case. But yes, whenever there's something that I don't fully understand, I'll try to look it up. Unless it seems to be something historical in the game where looking it up isn't going to be of use, you know? Workers' boot tracks. Noted. Good. Visual calculus, please.
Maybe more
Thank
than 12.
you.
No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back. 1. Standard work boot. 2. Standard work boot. 3. Hobnailed work boot. 4. Standard work boot. You don't know. 5. Another 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent.
Let's not get lost in thinking about how good we are at this.
You're not bad.
Wow, shit, I clicked it
It's
anyway.
as if the whole work. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work.
Twice as
Number
deep.
46.
Okay.
But the imprints are twice.
200 kilos?
The weight exceeds.
That's 440 pounds. That's a big boy. That's a big fucking boy. High times, stop, dinosaur.
8. And yet another standard work boot.
An
Number
aberration.
44.
A limp.
There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? A woman or a kid? Understood. Any 200?
Heavy one.
Could it be the combined weight of two people?
One carrying the other who's tied up.
Let's say
that could absolutely be it. Yeah.
Similarly built, soon to be dead man.
Well put together, Kim, because I was thinking of a 400-pound human walking around, and that's dumb.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight.
It could have been an obese person, yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
But why?
Why did they have to carry him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Our reading could be wrong.
I'm not assuming it isn't, but it's still helpful.
An aberration.
Interesting.
The odd
Let's
soul.
name it the odd soul. Someone operating a workbench.
What's going on so far? Just exploring.
Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Or a sewer. Sewing machines very often have a single foot pedal. A joiner at the harbor. Oh, for a joiner for sails, like something like that. Or that could make sense.
No, it's not. Forget it. Perhaps it could be a driver.
Oh,
Driver would
totally.
wear the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
If only I'd come up with that idea.
He doesn't seem to hear you.
He does
We
love...
should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent.
A week, maybe? 7 days would...
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last...
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks
Would
in
have
a
frozen
good
the
state.
bag.
The commotion here could have taken
the
place
wise wolf, this is stream number 2. The first VOD is on Twitch. It's in the Brew, I forget which one it's in. Fuck. Sorry. What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at... Yes, everything fits
Hold on.
well.
Someone was discussing
Carried
it in my
him,
Discord,
hoisted
the
him
Wise
up,
Wolf.
watched
Let
him
me know.
hang.
Let me let you know.
This is easy.
It's on Brew 46. Yep. Building a throne. Oh, but it's repeated the name. Fucking shit. I'm sorry. It's just the worst. Would you upload the VODs from Twitch to YouTube? Yes, but only that one. Do you bounce from YouTube to Twitch? I'm not doing Twitch anymore. No, the whole stream yesterday was about not doing Twitch anymore. It's all just fucked. It's all just fucked. We're YouTube Live forever. It's why it says it in the description. Twitch sucks. Hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
The lieutenant's eyes narrow.
Either way. What else?
Okay, so there's the greenhouse we're talking about. The child, the body itself. Let's deal with this child who's throwing rocks at the body. What's up, kid?
Kuno's got this.
Who?
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in
He's
his
beautiful.
ugliness. like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
Wow.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of
Drugs?
his body. The kid is obviously
Drugs.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
Shit.
Shits himself?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
I'm not a narc, kid. Not a narc at all. Well, Kim, what do we do? Are you kids siblings? Probably. Kid, you want to hang out? I'm totally not. I'm saying that.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Kuno knows what's up.
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
We shouldn't do anything.
Ah.
You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. They will be...
We'll leave that be then. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fucking assholes. Kuno is not a narc. No, but he knows that I am. The letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below, a light above descending. What?
This trash container is locked. The sliding... Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
We could try using a pry bar.
Ah.
The one you took from my motor carriage. Or
Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the whirling.
He might also have information. This is better than...
physical instrument. Fuck it. Smash it. No. Okay. We'll ask. We're just circling around to the body itself, because the body's gonna have something interesting. Maybe. Kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Well, let's climb the ladder then. No. Ooh, toolbox. Some kind of box. Oh, yeah, Kuno. Ooh, some money. Some magnesium. Yum, 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 yum. Someone is trying to grow herbs. Must be the gardener. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes, as you would expect. What's back here? What's this string attached to? Winch oxidizing. There's a bucket. Oh, can I not get through to there? No, that'll run me all the way around. Okay.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at this?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite.
Oh, shit.
Orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Yeah, you see that shit, Kim? You didn't know that was there.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Yeah, let's. Whoa. Whoa, what the fuck? That immediately catches my attention. What the fuck is that? Cured pig's head, looks mummified. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Sulfur? Get out of the way or get fucked up. Magnesium supplement. That's a thing there. I'll take that money.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Oh.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally.
Are you a really good detective? I've heard amphetamines make you a very good detective. Would you like... Do you meth? I've heard meth good. Do you meth? I wasn't thinking about taking it, I was thinking about justice. Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local
It's going very well, Danny Sullivan. It's fascinating. Hey, hey, Kim?
Yes?
Nah. Nothing. This takes us secretly to the harbor? Yeah, fascinating. Is that my fucking coat? Oh god, is that actually gonna be capable of taking me there? There's no way. Oh, there is a way. You found the route. Hold on, while we're here. What's in the box? Whoa. No safed. Take that shit. Let me go. Let me take it. What is that coat?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle.
Yes, it's probably yours.
It's probably yours.
There's the RCM insignia, and you have a hat. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field.
Oh, I am not physical at all.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak.
I want the cloak. It's not even that far a jump. This is a white check, you may retry it. Do I get dead if I do this?
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into... Or it could be that we are just exploring.
We're just exploring, dog.
I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it, well, it doesn't seem too...
2 meters tops.
The cloak looks like a bag of goods floating in the wind.
Yeah.
Who knows what its
F5. F5 is quick save? Oh, I'm in a thing. Hold on. F5. Quick save. Get the coat. I'm gonna save scum it. Ow, fuck. Shit. Did that work? I'm gonna break my legs. No, I'm just gonna pussy out, huh? I'm a little bitch.
Nope. No. That's still...
Wow, I rolled double ones, too.
You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've
Morale critical. Heal yourself now. I'm save scumming. Fuck it. I said so. Load game. Quick save. Load. Confirm. I don't give a fuck. I want that coat. It's my coat. It indicates that I'm a police officer. It might have my badge in it.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings.
Are the other brews just gone? No, they're on the second YouTube channel. They're on T Talks Too Much. It doesn't matter. They're probably not worth going and catching up on. Fuck! I'm gonna do this until I get it.
Nope. No. That's still...
I need the coat. If I'm wrong and I don't need the coat, then I'm a dum-dum, but I don't care.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Fuck. I don't care. Nom no bot. I don't care.
No. That's still too high.
You could always come back after raising the stat. I don't want to raise the stat. I have no intention of raising my savoir-faire. It's the opposite of where my stats are. 6 attempts then? Yeah, I mean, maybe 20. I'm used to doing this in like Pokemon runs and shit. This does not bother me. Could also take off your pant. Does that work? Does that increase my savoir-faire?
No, that's still too high. What were you thinking?
Your pants give you a -1. Wow, they super do. Oh, and the shoes too. Ooh, the gloves don't fuck anything up. They just give me interfacing. Nice. Very silly looking. Alright, let's go. What does that make the check? Oh my god, it makes it 42%. That's way better. Thanks for the advice. I didn't realize that clothes did things to you. I thought they were just clothes. God damn it.
No.
Really close.
That's still...
Really close. We'll get there. Yep, clothes do things. Yep, not today I learned. That's worth learning.
Possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Ah, why? Okay, 42% should happen within 3 tries.
No. That's still too high. What were you thinking?
Imagine being Kim. Your partner starts stripping before doing a pretty ordinary jump. Yeah, basically. This RNG is stubborn. It knows that I'm streaming. It knows that it wants to mess with me. This is what's going on. Obviously.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings.
Let's go. Come on, Kim. Give me the love. Yeah! Like a fucking beauty. Like a fucking beauty. Jackie Jack, that's dumb as fuck when you're dealing with RNG. When you're dealing with RNG and you do the same thing over and over, different things happen. So it doesn't work. When you're dealing with the real world, that definition is helpful sometimes. Usually it's not. Usually people who say that are lacking in persistence.
Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete.
I understand that you joke. Most people joke. Jokes are also the realm of people without persistence. But we got it!
Concrete floor
And that's what matters.
You realize it's been a while since...
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your
Yeah,
jump,
Kim just
but
gets
at
to
least
fucking
you
climb
scored
down.
another one.
Why couldn't I just climb down like not an idiot?
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete.
Alright, am I stuck here now? Give me my 1 esprit de corps, 1 shivers. Let's go. I feel like I could have just cat climbed, for real. For real. Alright, pants, shoes, coat. Oh. Disco-ass blazer gives me esprit de corps. Oh, I see. But then I'm gonna be known to be a cop. But I'm already with Kim, so who cares? Oh, also I have a skill. More drama. Not savoir-faire. I guess I don't have the lowest of hand-eye coordination. I lose it from the pants, but that's fine. Physical instrument. Shivers feels good to be tuned in a little bit. Drugs and knowledge of drugs seems good. Morale up. Gut feelings. Gut feelings and shivers both feel good. Empathy seems like probably the place to put my mind. To put my stuff. Yeah, it would not have been nearly as disco in any way, shape, or form. Shivers does feel good. I'm gonna hold shivers. Great. What's that? What's this? Okay. What's this? Oh, we go inside. Maybe worth leveling up empathy a little bit. Yeah, that makes sense. Where are we? This is a nice place. Who lives here? A giant ass print and a pattern of coffee rings. Nice. Fucking nice. There's a phone here.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the sides. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawn. Undoubtedly. Sure, Why?
Alright, some other time when I actually know what I'm doing and I don't have to lose 10 cents. What is that? It's a book. Dock worker shift card, empty cassette case.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover. Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism, they represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above
It's a weird symbol. Why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel.
Got it.
In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
I see.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures.
Just
to
lots of
direct
text.
your
Darn it.
attention. After
No
rifling
pictures in the
pages,
books.
The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note. Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its... But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs,
Kim, I
please
think it's
consider
communist.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the...
You flip back to the front of the magazine. This section includes a long, tedious critique of the late... You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border. Something... Whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
Alright, what's that about?
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kenajinsky.
Bear wrestling, eh? No familiar bear wrestlers that I know of currently in the head of an interesting state. Interesting. President Kenajinsky, eh? Putinsky,
According to
eh?
this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately
Uncle
known to
Sport.
his people, has
I wonder
recently
what
decreed
that
bear
represents.
wrestling the
Yeah.
national sport of the SRV.
Does it mean 2 bears are wrestling each other? No, tell me about
Based
Uncle
on
Sport.
the description in this article, he appears to be an extremely competent and democratically elected president.
Clearly. Absolutely. I believe it full stop.
Sapormat Sport Kenajinsky is well into
Third
his
decade
as president of the SRV. Outside Samara, he's known for 3 things.
I don't even think it's an
Brutal
allegory,
repression
Yoon.
of
I don't think you're
internal
right. I don't think that this is a reference to
monumental
anybody in the real world at all.
A near pathological obsession with physical fitness.
I don't think that represents anybody in our real world ever. I don't think anybody's ever been in a 3rd decade as president of a nation who inside is known as highly competent and very democratically elected, and outside is known as a brutal oligarch with immense amounts of corruption who's obsessed with physical fitness.
Quite straightforward. A standard match features
One man, one
or
bear.
in some cases, woman. According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7%.
Yeah, well, they fed all the fat kids and the alcoholics to the bears. They fed all the fat kids to the bears, and that'll do. How's bear obesity? How's bear obesity? Not Russia. How's that going?
This is the SRV we're talking about. If you think those are the real numbers, there's probably a guy who wants to sell you a bridge in La Chute. What are you, a statistician? Did the moral intern send you on a fact-finding mission? This is the SRV party line, comrade.
This is the party line. Do you think if there's any chance our case will take us to the SRV?
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
It might be fun to fight a bear.
That would be something to see.
Yeah.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
What is
the table
cunts and
of
culture?
Content. It takes a moment,
I'm
but
kidding.
gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur, why they decided to title this one section in Volda, is beyond you. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist
who this will
identified
be.
only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. The Tip Top Tournée is an inter-Isolari racing series, mostly known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll.
It's Redline.
In Revachol, it's held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit.
It's Redline.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer. You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some
Kim
nice
fucking
anecdotes
loves
about
speed
a
stuff,
few of
right?
the more colourful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a
Oh.
10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Oh, well, it's competitive is the problem. You can't have competition in a space where everyone is equal. It flies the human need for competition and desire for it flies in the face of flattened pyramids, flattened hierarchies.
Where to even start?
Crass
For one, there's the
commercialism.
crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically. Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka.
Exilus Booker? That sounds like a fucking chosen name. Exile, I don't know what that actually means, but Exile Butcher is what I think.
There's
Pretty
no
rad.
way.
No way that those are real names. Yeah.
Names. Have you ever met anyone named Exilus?
There are a lot of people whose names I haven't met
Plainly
in this game. What's about sponsorships?
The article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
No, I think that's accurate. I do have a problem with sponsorships. I'm willing to be shown that I'm wrong about that. I do think that they are inherently corrupting. That's why I don't have any. And advertising is a bit of a problem. But I don't think that's because marketing or advertising itself is inherently, like, evil. I think it's because it's taken to evil extremes and poorly regulated. Is somewhere like where I'm at this point.
Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes.
Oh, it means books.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
Well, people love watching violence.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching.
I love the responses. No. I'm pretty sure I like the racing, actually. You're right. I am really just in it for the violence. No, I'm pretty sure I like it for the racing.
You think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand
No, I
names
promise you.
being engulfed in flames that you crave.
I promise you, you think that you're there. Well, how do we make this? How do we make this relevant? You think that you're attracted to that person, but really you just want to exploit them sexually. Do you see? Really, it's just your base tendencies that make you interested in that person. It's not something worthwhile. It couldn't be. Because all you are is a monster who only sees things in terms of what you can take. When you read books, in-game time flies faster. That's cool.
That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
I don't know if people would enjoy a torture simulator. Well, no, they absolutely would. There are a number of games that are like that. I forget what it was. It was like a Flash game a long time ago, but there would be like an entity in the center of the game, and you could change what it was. It would be like a ragdoll, and you could make effects happen inside the thing. So you could make little dots appear, and the dots would fall, and the dots would eventually smother the ragdoll and stuff. You could batter the ragdoll with various objects or bats and stuff, and it would do the physics engine, and you do all these experiments to see what different interactive buddy. I think that's exactly what it is. That's exactly right, Un. Interactive buddy, hold on. Yeah. Well, that's a torture simulator, isn't it? In many ways. Oh god, I hate the site. Let's see. This is a torture simulator as far as I'm aware. So here's your buddy, you can move him around, you can fuck with him, you can change his skins. You can drop grenades on him. Oh, what's this? Yeah, fun. Weak gravity vortex. Wow, 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 wow. Right. Hand, fist. Thwack, 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 thwack. It's even got empathy built in. He gets unhappy when you fuck with him. Yeah. So, is that a T I see on my screen? I don't know what you mean. But yeah. Okay, so Kim, nobody watches Tip Top Tournay for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It thinks so.
A young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands.
Called out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Why is violence so fun if well, violence is fun with or without consequences. Because you're built to be violent. Because we're animals. And we're territorial animals. You know, if you observe our closest ancestors, chimpanzees, the juveniles of a tribe go and patrol their territory, and if they find a monkey who's not from their tribe, they tear him apart. They rip him to shreds with joy, with pleasure. Violence is a part of you. You think you're civilized. We all think we're civilized and that we're not attuned, and what that means to many people is that we're not inclined to violence, and that's false. Civilization is being capable of violence, knowing that you are attuned to it and capable of it and good at it, because we are good at it. All of us are really good at it. Maybe the best that's ever been at coming up with ways to cause harm. Holy shit! Oh my fucking god, $100 in a super chat. What the shit? I am doing more streams. I stream every day. Every day. Daily brew. Every day. Thank you so much. Appreciate immensely the moolahs. Also, I like your weird fractal double Mobius strip thing. Whoa indeed. Yeah, big wow. Thank you. Much appreciate. I love this, though. A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality, and then suddenly has to go and tell everybody about it. I mean, I feel called out here. Man, I don't like thinking about how animals, us included, are kind of inherently evil. Really depends on how you define evil. Is a lion evil for eating a gazelle? I don't think so. Is a lion evil for enjoying eating a gazelle? Or enjoying the hunt and the chase and the kill and all the things that make the lion live? I don't think so. And then there are a lot of people who say humans are the only animals that kill for pleasure, and that's not true. All the way up and all the way down the food chain, animals kill for pleasure, for no purpose, for not to eat, just because they can. Cats do it constantly. If you have cats and you let them outside, I mean, over the last 2 days, my cats, 2 of them, each of them individually, not mine, but the house's cats, have killed 2 birds. They weren't killing those birds to eat those birds. They were killing those birds for fun. And you look at what the cat does when it's got the bird down, and it's battering the bird around and waiting and very much enjoying itself. Jumping, battering the bird around. Jumping, battering the bird around. Many species of animals, the males go and they kill infants of their species for genetic selection pressures. I was just watching the Stanford course on human behavioral biology. Fascinating course. It takes a framework and a grounding in animal behavior biology to extrapolate and start to understand some of how humans interact. And it's fucking perfect. It's really, really fascinating. But we have a lot of ideas about humans and our relationship to violence, and we've been thinking about this problem for a little while. And the answers are not nearly as obvious as you might think. And it's really unclear where you draw the line for evil. What is evil? Will kill the young of any female that is not see, to use the word patriarch is foolish, but that is not the leader of the group quite often. And we call it a patriarch. It's interesting. Because what you mean is matriarch. Right? But yes, both males and females do this. Usually with a higher tendency to kill the offspring of that are least likely to be theirs, in order to make it more likely that their own genes survive. Apparently this is a big problem with mountain gorillas who are going extinct. Beautiful animals, big animals. Okay. Well, mountain gorillas are going extinct, and people say mountain gorillas are going extinct because of devastation to their habitat, and they're right. That's true. Their habitat is getting devastated. I think that's false dynamite. Animals absolutely know what they're doing in a lot of senses. Where you draw that line of consciousness is an interesting question. I don't think that you're wrong in that there's something that humans are capable of that's beyond that. But the actions that we're taking that are evil are very often the same actions that are done by animals. They're not a result of our consciousness, but instead our consciousness is utilized to justify them or observe them, but the actions are based in our biology and our evolutionary history. So it's a deep question. But the point that I was making is mountain gorillas are going extinct because of habitat devastation. Yes, they're also going extinct because males of the species have a habit of coming into power in a group and killing all of the infants. All of them. In order to secure their own power. Komodo dragons, when they hatch, will run right for the trees and climb because they don't even know, if they don't, their own mothers will eat them. That makes sense. And makes sense in a horrible way. If your babies can't climb and can't get the fuck away from you, they don't deserve to survive. And the Komodo dragon mother just expended a huge amount of resources to make a bunch of babies, a bunch of eggs, and she'd like to recoup any of those resources that aren't going to be strong enough to pass their genes on in the future. And if they're not going to survive her, and they're going to be too kind and nice and believing and whatever, and aren't capable of running to the trees, she should eat them. The new leader of Alliance Pride will kill any children that weren't his. Yeah. Lots of animals do this. Lots of animals kill for pleasure in other ways, too. I think it's fascinating.
If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor.
Armchairing.
It's a motor race.
Armchairing.
I take whatever they
How are you
rate
feeling
with a
today,
large
by the
grain
way,
of salt.
man? Feeling pretty good. I woke up really early today. I woke up because I went to bed on time mostly, but I woke up really early and puttered around for a bit, waking up and getting some things done. Eventually, I did go and lay down again for a non-sleep an NSDR protocol, and I ended up staying in the laid down position because it was cold, and so I stayed there and ended up falling asleep, sort of half sleep, for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, which was not what I intended, and that's why the stream ended up being late. BTW, what do you think about your partner in this game? I like Kim. I like the way that he approaches things. I like that he's very much integrated into everything and sort of understands it already. He's interesting. I like most of all the fact that I found a flaw in him very quickly. The fact that he's listening to Speed Freaks FM and has things that he's embarrassed about makes me trust him a lot more. Because he's flawed. And he sees his own flaws and he's embarrassed of them. That's very human of him. He seems to have a relatively level head on his shoulders too, and strikes me as somewhat well done, well represented. I've seen him done in other media too. I feel like I've seen him as an astronaut or some sort of a scientist in space. Thank you. I'm Japanese. I love your anime reaction. I am very glad. I appreciate your chat.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Yeah,
The
let's talk
table of
local
contents.
concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike.
Of course.
Finally,
Oh shit,
there's
I didn't mean to do
brief
that.
article by the writer G. Martin accusing the owner of the Cape Side apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
How dare they? For not having paid their rent. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. Ooh, okay. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Damn, communists should have killed a lot of them when they had the chance. If it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. And it puts us in a position because we don't have the money to make rent. But wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. So, what a perfect set. What a perfect set of the ways to react to the fundamental conflict between labor and capital as presented here. Fucking communists. Fucking capitalists. They're all moochers. Maybe they could reach some accommodation. Bury my head in the sand and run away. Particularly resonate with anyone from Eastern Europe, I would imagine so. Makes perfect sense. And also the bear wrestling president of the whatever country that was. 5 is an interesting choice considering how much it does have something to do with you. Yeah, right? Well, doesn't it always? Doesn't it always? Are you not inevitably a part of labor and a part of capital in some way? because you're always a part of both. You have things that you would like to own. Yeah. And you have things that you must produce in order to survive. Yeah. So you're somewhere on the spectrum of the blend of labor and capital. You're a working entity that owns yourself, right? So you're somewhere in the middle. Why he has a bust of Lenin on his desk always. Well, I'm going to say reach some reasonable accommodation.
To these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition.
That is interesting. There can be no accommodations because they are inherently evil and we are inherently good, and the light cannot abide the darkness. But that's not how the phrase goes. It is that the darkness cannot abide the light. Darkness is non-existence. Alright, what's the coalition? Mucilaginous allies, international capital. This always reeks to me of... I'm gonna wonder if we're about to hit racism here. Yeah. Me, when my enemies are ontologically evil and there are no actions I can take against them which could be wrong. Of course. Me exactly. I'm in the right because they're in the wrong. And so if I go and I murder all of them, that would be good. Right? What do you mean there are principles of action? And if I don't follow those principles, I'm evil. Huh. Oh yeah, racism is in the air. Right. So when I see the forces of international capital, I immediately hear that fucking asshole with the blonde hair. What's his name? Blonde idiot. Fuck, what's his name? Who made fun of him? Huh. It feels like I'm being censored here, like I can't actually search for that. There's this fucking it's the guy that I'm thinking of. He's dumb as shit, and he makes YouTube videos, and it's spectacular. He's anti-Semitic, and fully stuck in the That doesn't narrow it down. No, he looks specifically like Thor. He looks like a lot like Chris Hemsworth as Thor. The Golden One! Oh my god, Absolute Virtue, I love you. That is exactly who I am thinking of. That is exactly him. The Golden One. Not Logan Paul. The Golden One. This guy. This guy, I'll pull him up for you. Now that I've actually found it. This guy. This is the Golden One. Okay, so he's a physique-y boy. Quote, natural. And he talks a lot about the international Jewry. And how he's definitely not about against Jews, but is absolutely against the international Jewry. And so that's the vibe that I get from this idea of he could be technically Soggy. He's within the realm of technical possibility. It's not likely though. Damn, he uggs. It doesn't matter. That's the vibe that I get when we talk about the forces of international capital. Immediately I'm like, and they're mucilaginous allies.
Judging from the context, it's something very large and fundamental.
You should already know about it. It's that Illuminati. Yes, not against you, just against what you are, which will become you when it's socially acceptable to be. Right. Right. Well, the one that I've heard very frequently, because, you know, in many ways, in many places, people who are not against homosexuals, but are against the ideals of homosexuality. Or not against gay people, but against the gay agenda. Right. Sure. Interesting.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Now, on the other side, there are a lot of people who are specifically and explicitly against Republicans, specifically and explicitly against liberals, specifically and explicitly against all people who believe this or all people who believe that. Trump supporters die, burn in hell. Biden voters die, burn in hell. Bernie supporters, liars, fools, scum. And that's become a little bit more explicit, hasn't it? A little bit more explicitly polarized. Fucking interesting. Man, this space is amazing. I fucking love it. Alright, screw the magazine. That thing's amazing. Let's get back up out of here. Wow. I mean, I can just spend my whole time going around here. My tribe good, your tribe bad, and you bad for being part of tribe. Someone chilling near the radio constantly. A typewriter and some notes. A Dewey typewriter. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of flyers. Balbazak the Great. Okay, I gotta go find Balbazak the Great's comment. Hold on. Studio. I gotta go through all my comments. I think if I look for the word Politburo, there's a racist movement around neo-paganism too? Why? So I started investigating paganism recently because, well, we're going to do an aside here. We're going to do a really interesting pair of asides. First, comments, all comments. And we're going to look for Politburo. Oh, I just spelled it wrong. I just slipped. Politburo. There it is. Hey! Yeah. Balbazak the Great's comment. What the fuck? The fundamental contradiction of capitalism is that competition, the thing that is supposed to drive innovation and make things better and cheaper for the consumer, eventually leads to monopoly, which in turn destroys all competition and its beneficial effects. The fundamental contradiction of Marxism is that the instant you take a worker out of the factory and put him on the Politburo, he ceases to be a member of the proletariat and becomes part of the ruling class, with his own class motivations at odds with that of the workers. With all due respect to Marx, the former problem can at least be partially addressed with regulation. I have no idea how you can possibly address the latter issue. Seems to be an inherent and fatal flaw in the system. Why do I bring this up? Well, it should be straightforward, but the idea that was presented here is every worker is a member of the board, so everybody has a decision in everything that is done? It's a great idea, but in practice, does that work? Then the second one is... Yep, antipope.org. This is very funny. So, the fact that this site is called Antipope... Here we go. Bam. The fact that this site is called Antipope is due to a typing error long ago in the prehistory of the web. If you want to read about it, here's the history. This is not an anti-Catholic hate site, just to be clear. It's not. He wanted it to be Autopope, because he was doing Autopope pontifications by email as a joke. Okay? Okay. As a joke. Very good. Charlie's Diary is his blog, and... Oh, yeah. The most amazing thing, the Billionaire Bone Bureau. This is so cool. He wrote this on December 5th. That's his most recent one. 1,500 comments on his blog posts, because this is Charles Stross. Charles Stross is one of my favorite authors. Very solidly one of my favorite authors in any form or format, and is mega fascinating. wrote my favorite predictions about the future in a book called Accelerando. I'm currently reading his book series called The Laundry Files, which is about if doing certain mathematical formulas, usually in programming, rewrote the fundamental laws of reality, and most of the time when you did it, they opened small gateways to demonic entities that live elsewhere in, they quote, live at the bottom of the Mandelbrot set, which is cool. The Billionaire Bone Bureau is pretty fucking fun. Luxury, art, power. Yes, this is literally an art gallery to store your bones and make your bones seem really cool so that other people... It's for relics. It's for relics of billionaires. It's for billionaire relics. The modern church. So you can preserve all your finger bones as a saint would, you know? The Zuckerberg collection. Yeah, hilarious. Hilarious, horrifying. A place for those who have taken their passion to the next level by becoming owners. This is a society for those who truly appreciate the finer things in life. Own a relic. Go to event galas and gala ceremonies. Kadokawa Legal Department is watching your streams? Okay. Why would I care? So like when all the billionaires chose to freeze their bodies, that was in the hope that they could be rezzed, right? Yeah, no, this is as relics. My take on communism has always been that it's the opposite side of fascism. Well, you can have a fascist communist state. Fascism and communism aren't diametrically opposed at all. In fact, every communist state that has ever existed has become inevitably fascist. Because communism as a whole takes as rote the idea that power and ownership are the fundamental nature of hierarchy. And they're not. Competence is the fundamental nature of hierarchy. It's why we like competing. Anyway. See, Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. I don't fucking know what that is. Non-aggression pact. Okay. I will look into that in future, but I don't know why. I don't know what to read about this or what you mean that this should mean. Because this is too much for me to intake. Maybe context done by. Thank you. Okay, Billionaire Bone Bureau, very funny. But this is... Oh, the two ideologies working together. I see. Yeah. Well, of course. Trying to keep up with the news this month is hard. Trying to derive patterns from the news in order to blog about them coherently, even harder, leading to decision fatigue, but I'm going to have a stab at it. I love the way that he writes. The big buried lead of the past decade is that authoritarian conservatives network internationally as pervasively as the soy-distant international communism they railed against from the 1920s through the 1960s. Since the Russian invasion of the Ukraine, it's become glaringly clear that authoritarianism is the preferred governmental mode of petrochemical resource extraction economies. Money attracts sociopaths. Sociopaths like authoritarian leaders because they are convenient single points of failure for corruption prevention systems. Authoritarian leaders appeal to authoritarian followers. This century, the PREs, the petrochemical resource extraction economies, are all panicking. The price of new photovoltaic panels is dropping in lines with Moore's Law, and as a result, it is now cheaper to install PV panels than it is to keep existing coal-fired power stations running. The result is a mad dash to pump all the oil and gas they can get out of the ground before all that new renewable infrastructure is coupled to new distribution and usage tech that will reduce the demand for constant baseload. Big Carbon must be absolutely terrified of better battery technologies, not necessarily lighter or higher capacity, but cheaper to manufacture, safer to deploy and recycle, and longer life, suitable for grid-scale load averaging or backup. In addition to pumping out CO2, they've been pumping out propaganda. Russia got into the game by boosting the factions in the West most tightly associated with climate change denialism, the hard right. The hard right also swung behind Putin's imperialist revanchism. I don't even know what that means. Look how many U.S. Republican leaders are pro-Russia all of a sudden. Policy of seeking to retaliate, especially to recover lost territory. Got it. His imperialist retaliations. Got it. It's looking since the U.S. midterms like the new hotness in Western hard-right circles is going to be the war on youth. Young people, especially women and people of color, overwhelmingly reject white male supremacism for fairly obvious reasons. They're also more inclined to be worried about climate change. An immediate response by authoritarians is to push back against any resistance. In the USA, Republicans propose raising the voting age to 21 or even 28. In the UK, new voter ID laws discriminate against young people. Old people's bus passes are acceptable at polling stations, but young persons' rail cards are not. And in Iran, we're seeing a striking display of intergenerational violence as the aging male authoritarian fundamentalists of post-1979 revolution shoot young female demonstrators in the streets. If anything, this should be heartening news. The kids are all right. They're marching for action on climate change. They're voting against fascism. Not universally, not all of them. Some are going full Nazi or becoming incels or murderous medieval cosplayers like Daesh. What? Ah, got it. The ISIS. Murderous medieval cosplayers. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But enough that the far right are clearly a generational problem. Some years ago, when asked, science fiction author Bruce Sterling summed up the 21st century as old people living in cities afraid of the sky. Well, Earth's population is over 50% urban at this point. The sky is becoming bloody dangerous climate. And as for the old people, the young are trying to adapt, the gerontocracy are pushing back, but eventually the current gerontocrats will die out. The other striking news of the week is Elon Musk's epic flaming death spiral at the helm of Twitter, which I'm wondering if it's intentional to just destroy the Twitter. Could be. I don't know. Which currently eclipses the news that Mark Zuckerberg wasted $15 billion on a virtual reality system with like about 60,000 users, and Facebook is going to undergo huge spending cuts over the next year by way of adjustment. Woo! Yeah, Zuck fucked up. Idiot. So stupid. Top-down ownership of a virtual reality system. Fucking fool. Now, the technology itself and pushing that forward is great, but fucking fool. Nobody wants to live on a meta run infrastructure. They want to live in VR chat or something that feels otherwise open source. Reader, I am not charmed by this. Musk's big mouth got him into an untenable position, and now he's thrashing around destructively. I'm not going to recap the arguments here, but I suspect Twitter is likely to crash hard within the next few days to a week or two, and he's right. This was written on November 16th, and it's been all over the place. And Musk has fired most of the people who could fix it and keep it running. He's also fired everybody involved in international regulatory compliance. He seems to think that the relatively libertarian and underregulated political regime of California is universal. In reality, Twitter is subject to GDPR, the General Data Protection Regulation, thanks to its handling EU citizens' data, essentially defines a constitutional level right to online privacy and is applicable to any corporation processing citizens' data, designed specifically to prevent the sort of abuses that took place in the Third Reich, when the Nazis ransacked existing punch card databases to identify Jews and other undesirables for arrest and murder. The fines are draconian and can be levied separately by each nation's data privacy regulator. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, that's a lot. The takeover has drawn spotlight to the big social media platforms' collective failure to deal with false news, bullying, and extremist politics, but not enough, because people are idiots. While second-tier platforms, think Mastodon, are nowhere near providing a refuge yet, I expect any big social media that survive into 2024 will be facing vastly tighter governmental regulatory controls, and a good thing. Final news, cryptocurrencies seem to be collapsing left, right, and center as the main exchanges go bust, and are exposed as fronts for securities fraud. Still hasn't happened. I could say, I hate to say I told you so, but I'd be lying. And yes, I told you so right here on this blog 9 years ago. Schadenfreude is wonderfully heartwarming in a time of otherwise terrible news. I think he's incorrect about crypto, unfortunately. However, the reason that I brought this up in general is because he's got a link to a thing that is a now defunct source of information called Pagan Link. And I was like, what the fuck is that? What's up with that shit? Well, first off, let's be clear, Charles Stross is heavily into Linux and free open source software, which is good in my interpretation. But what I loved about Pagan Link was that there's this art gallery with all this fucking cool ass art, all these fucking cool ass art pieces and shit that are like stuff that I've never seen before. And it's like, oh, this dude's explaining how the world works to this lady in symbols. That's pretty neat. Understanding of the world via symbols and stuff. Sun, moon, and stars. Various fun suns and different logos and things for different stuff. You know, I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna steal a bunch of the logos. This one is the one that I find the most fun because it's got a ton of really excellent, extremely intricate, really beautiful Celtic knotwork, and I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Like, that's so cool with the various snakes and serpents that weave into themselves. That's so cool. So fucking cool. All the micro snakes and the da-da-da and the way it all folds, and it's fucking neat. Super duper neat. So anyway, Charles Strauss helped me find all this stuff, and I liked the article about international politics as well, because it's kind of cool. Anyway, I don't know why he's got Pagan Link listed, but he does, and that's cool. And also a bunch of free stuff, like fonts and things, which is cool. The first one looked like the back of the cards from Cardcaptor Sakura. Yeah, lots of these things get used all over the place for different things. Yeah, it's kind of funny that both the far right and far left people are of the general stance that the current order is right about to collapse, and then the good guys can take the reins. Yeah, how about, what if the current order is the result of social evolution, and maybe it collapsing means we all die? What if the collapse of the current order means chaos, and we all die? Because we're not beings of chaos, we're beings of order. Oh. Maybe we shouldn't try to destroy the fundamental infrastructure of our world. You know, like, most of you can go to a room in your house and flick a lever and water comes out. And you're really used to it being that way. And if it stopped being that way, you would be fucked within 3 days. Because you don't have water storage. And most of you, like me, in fact all of you, because you're all on the internet, are used to being able to go into a room in your house and flick a lever, and power happens. And you can use it to power, you know, anything. Like a toaster, or a microwave to heat up your food. Or to go to a stove, and flick a lever, and gas comes out, and you can light it on fire and use it to heat up your food. Yeah, what happens when those stop working? Okay, and what are those built on? Well, they're built on the back of the horrifying evils of the patriarchy that a lot of people want to destroy in a bunch of different ways, in both directions. They're built on that. Maybe we shouldn't tear it all apart. Thinking of everyone in Ukraine right now who suddenly don't have this for most of the year. Yeah, exactly. And it can slip away way faster than any of us think or want to think. I know that this game is explicitly about these problems, Goldex. We're walking around a dilapidated, broken city where people are arguing about who should be in charge. That's about right. And people are literally killing each other over tribal conflicts when the world is falling apart. Right, exactly. People are literally killing each other over who should be in power while the world is falling apart. Instead of the world, instead of trying to rebuild the world or trying to protect what's there or trying to maintain what exists. Every building that we've been in has been falling apart, dilapidated, mold growing on the walls, destroyed, and nobody's cleaning it, working on it, making it better. Everybody's just angry. You're a cop, right. Someone employed by the system to keep things running. To ensure that violence doesn't get too out of hand, supposedly.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Interesting.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork laying around like this.
Very unfortunate. Good morning, Archelius. I don't think it's morning here anymore yet. It's 2 p.m. Open the drawer.
Opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Ooh. Differential corruption? Taking biting off a little bit of corruption in order to overcome the bigger corruption.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Please.
Look how blurry all
Fuck.
the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful. You're a police officer, not a spiritual healer.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there? Right. This is probably not relevant to our case.
I want to do it again.
Whatever's hidden
Yeah!
here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Let's go.
It appears to be a to-do list written in Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Ooh, Leo and Everard.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it.
No, nothing incriminating, but something interesting. It's definitely interesting. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, yeah.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes.
Special whirling borscht.
Water Everart's
Well, we were at the whirling something, right?
Floor. More banners. All items on the list. The drawer slides shut.
Someone left the coffee machine on. We got books. We got a bathroom with more books. A postcard. Okay. What is a borscht? It's stewed beets. More magnesium. Woo! +1 visual calculus, -1 drama. That's cool. If I need it, I'll use it. I don't like the -1 drama because I'm mostly drama. Do I go up these stairs? I do. Does this take me back to where I was? It does. Okay. How do I get down here? Can I get down there? I can't. I'm stuck now. Okay, so... Wild Pines. Great machines in quiescence. White pines printed on the screen covering. What's your attribute stats? There. Bunch of cigarettes, bunch of booze. What's in here?
This is the night watchman's booth. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Ah, I would like to look
If
inside.
you must. But please hurry. We are...
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair.
Why did you take that? Fine.
Side thing.
But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping.
Okay, let's not stay there too fast. What's that? I can't get to it from here. Okay, so we gotta go back inside. I do not want to get caught. An absolutely fictional world. Yep. I have been told. Well, I was able to lie about not having lost my gun. That's all I've done for drama yet. I'm locked in? What? Cannot be opened without a pass card.
The face of King Freecell.
No. I can't put that somewhere? No. Okay. So, am I fucked? Do I have no way out of here? I'll go back up to where I was. I do not want to see the map. Thank you, but no. Well, maybe this way. Wait, I can't go that way? Maybe this way. Keep going there. There is an exit. Oh, there are stairs down. You can go deeper inside. Oh, there's a person.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2-button marsh. On.
How about let's not? You can go deeper inside. Didn't see any way to do so. I'll go back if I have to. Ooh, more stuff. Money! Kvalsund. Top right you can go. Okay. I assume you don't mean here. Oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. I meant inside the harbor the way that you're going. Okay. That's where I'm going. Money! You can go wherever you want. Right. Yeah, definitely no dock workers are gonna kill a cop, huh? No chance. No chance that they would do something so rash. Why can't I open this? Would I have to pry bar it? Oh, Ultra Series gloves. Nice. Money! Thermoses. Coffee cups. Money! For certain actions, the item has to be in your hand, not just in your inventory. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, I want to go back. Fuck. I really love the way that we switch between locations in this game. Loading screens and all. Usually I fucking hate loading screens, but these are great. Hi. Can I talk to this guy? Should I talk to this guy? I don't know.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red.
He seems nice.
Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song, the accent is so thick, it's impossible.
Container, container.
Hey, let's not interrupt him. More banners. Whoever's leaving all this money, yep. They're doomed. Ah. That's a big fucking boy. I am going to not wear that. And also, maybe I'll take the crowbar off, too. And, well, the gloves do give me one interfacing, so. That's a swordfish. Generally save before any convo. Good idea.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort,
how large?
In his chair, yet says nothing.
No, don't tell me, Oxy.
He simply stares at you with a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop.
I have
by.
a name.
Please, have a seat.
Mr. Dubois, eh?
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
Uh-huh. Fuck, I feel like his voice actor is a particular character in Divinity Original Sin.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You
I
understand?
wonder about that.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
Right, because it's a room set up for differentiation of power structure. Giant man behind a giant desk puts a wall before you and says, I am above you. It's like in a courtroom, the judge is up on high with a big desk in front of them. A lot of powerful men build big desks to represent their power and then make people sit in small chairs far away from them in order to make them feel small. It's a great way to comprehend what somebody's goals are. If their space is organized like this, for them to sit, they sit here, right? Facing this way. And the rest of the space is like this. Well, then that says something about their... It says something about their desire to generate certain power structures. What you do, if you want to set up a space, a great prediction of a sleaze lord, absolutely. If you want to set up a space to have a really good conversation with somebody, you set it up so that there might be a table, and each of you are on the sides of the table facing each other. But doing that actually produces animosity between you. It says that you're on opposite sides of a thing. And psychologically, it's less effective to do this than it is to do the most effective thing. Which is, if there's a table, you put the table here, and you put a chair here, and you put a chair here, and you talk to each other at 90. And this is the best if there's something that you're sharing or looking at. You're both looking at the thing, and then you can both turn to look at each other and converse, but you're not forced to stare at each other. You're not in opposition. You're not facing opposite directions. In fact, you're mostly facing the same direction. Do you ever see the table that Putin used for his meetings became quite famous? No. But I'll bet it's under the same idea. That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, you guys sit over the fuck there. I'll sit in my throne right here. It's the length that became a meme. I imagine that people long cat it and just make it like a mile long, you know? What a great gag. So this is interesting because you've got one person in authority back here, and you've got the symbols of authority there, and then you've got two people talking. That's really interesting. So these are all just stock photos. These actually don't represent anything of value. They don't represent anything of value at all. You'll see podcasters who will sit across from each other at a table constantly, and I think they're actually doing it wrong. I think they're making a mistake. It works, but I think that they're making a mistake. The way to do business negotiations is to sit like this, catty corner. This is correct. If you want to do a negotiation or talk about something difficult, this is the way to do it. Round table is not the best table, I don't think. The round table has meaning. The meaning is that they're all equals around the table, but it's not quite correct. 90 degrees, 90 degrees is the way.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner.
As equals, please, I
Take a seat.
insist.
I insist.
I insist you sit in my tiny shitty chair and lower yourself to below my level. Let us sit and converse as equals, fool. Child, sit beneath me. Huh.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I
do
respect a
not
man
sit.
with strong convictions.
And so he lets it go by. But I just spat in his face.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level.
And he knows it. Good. Good. Then we've got in, and we're speaking in the same language. Very good. We're speaking in the language of subversive control. And that's very good, because that's exactly who this person is. It's like handshakes. Hey, man, what's up? You ever have somebody come in for a handshake like this? Hey, buddy. You ever have that? Yeah. That's dominant. It says, I'm here to be above you and to crush you. Someone who's well-meaning will shake your hand straight up and down. Hello. And they'll extend it out from themselves. Hello. And they'll grip your hand well, and they'll shake it up and down. Shake, shake, and let go. A person who goes in like this will very often try to squeeze your hand. Try to assert dominance over you. I have this happen to me a lot because I've expressed this before many times. I'm small. I'm 5'5". At the party that I was at the other night, everybody was 5'9", 5'10", or taller. Except some of the women. So I was by far the shortest person there. And I shook hands with a lot of people. And a lot of people shook hands with me that way. And a lot of people tried to squeeze my hand real good, too. And let me tell you something. I've got the grip strength of a motherfucker because I deadlift 350 plus pounds on the regular. And so all of them became quite surprised when I was able to squeeze back. And I never try to crush somebody's hand, but I will always squeeze back at exactly the same level of strength that they squeeze back. And if they try to crush my hand, I will squeeze them back. There are all these little tiny bits of game that people play. Because people play games around things like handshakes. Because a handshake is, oh, this is a genuine connection and an openness of self, and etc., etc. And people don't treat them that way. And I don't like it very much. And I don't like him very much. But at least we're speaking the same language. So let's see what he demands of me and what my options are.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
Wow. He refuses to engage with me unless I sit in his realm. I'm leaving then. Bye.
You're not...
Oh, yeah, bye. I did not mean to click that so quickly. An enemy indeed. Enemies we shall be then. Fuck you. Now, does he have anything that I need at the moment? Because that's the idea, is that he's saying, I have things that you need, and you have to bow to me in order to get them. Okay. It's more important to me to find out who this person is. And so I will actively and knowingly engage in his scumminess in order to find out who he is and what he is about. He is my enemy, and so I will walk into his house, and I will bow my head, and I will submit to his supposed falsehoods of authority, and I will attempt to understand. But first, I think I'm going to just walk out. Kai Wen, I really don't like that you've said that. Why didn't you want to talk to his level? No, I didn't want to sit in his abusive chair. And now I'm going to talk to this guy.
Container, container.
The lyrics to the accent is so thick.
Container, Everard. He looks after everyone.
Does he?
Huh? What? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What are scabs? Are scabs cops?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Yeah, he's just going on and on.
Some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Whoa.
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never
Is he
any
meant to
of
be
that
Welsh?
where I come from. No, sir. Those
Scabs are
just nasty
replacement
weeds.
workers. Okay, right. Got it. For strike breakers. Yeah. I have
Thank
heard
you
that
for
before.
Clarifying that, sir.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers
Nice.
in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
It's a pretty good conceptualization. An
There
infection.
appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
Cisterns? Water?
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone. Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals.
Chemicals?
Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Thank you,
No trouble
Leo.
at all, mister. No trouble at all.
I like Leo a lot.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike.
Magic.
We haven't worked for 2 months
So then how does the work
now.
get done? And where? Because stuff is still coming in and getting redistributed to various companies, isn't it? So who's working? Interesting.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
A nice vacation for a week or so. They've been on vacation for a week or so. You know, a week or so being about when the murder happened? Interesting.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Go ahead and talk about it anyway, Leo. I won't tell anyone.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight.
Really?
Or something.
Did they murder
I
a
heard Mr.
man?
Everett telling them to take some time off. I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle
That's
school.
very good.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Yeah. Let's hear about this fight you got into.
I was the runt of the class.
Yeah.
But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head.
Looking out for the
Noel
little
never
guy so
started
the little
another
guy
fight
looks
with
out for
anyone
you.
after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should
He's
go talk
friends
to
with
Mr.
everyone.
Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
What's in that container?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
You ever get a bit rowdy and let out some steam by lynching a dude? Boys will be boys, I guess. Indeed.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then?
Awfully
He's
nice
an
fellow.
awfully nice fellow he is. Him and his brother are both nice. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course. Bye-bye now.
I'll go sit down with Mr. Everett then. Now, let's see. Composure, savoir-faire, interfacing, Inland Empire, esprit de corps, +1 conceptualization, -1 suggestion. Okay, that's fine. -1 savoir-faire, +1 that. 1 half-light. Okay. 1 visual calculus, -1 drama. No, I'll keep the drama. Sit down with no clothes on and throw him off his game. Alright. F5. Let's quick save. Let's talk to Everard. And I think this will be about
Mr.
the...
Dubois, I hope time is on your side this time. Please, take a seat. Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
I'll wink
So
back.
tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
Fuck.
It's
He literally is sapping my health to sit in this fucking chair. I'll heal for this.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners.
Did you
Pains
hear
me to
that?
say.
Interesting, because that was today.
This should take care of that nonsense.
A giant novelty check?
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
You need it. Right, it's a bribe. I'll take it. Wait, if I take it, does he own me? I don't have time to think. Wait, you know Gart? Yeah, let's start there.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
At least. You sit in his dirty chair and he feeds you his dirty food. I'll pass, man.
Okay, okay.
No handouts, then.
No
Yeah,
handouts,
equal pay for equal work, right? Right, Mr. Union Man? Interesting.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter.
He knows about the worst thing that's going on in my
Let me assure
life.
you, Union people are on it as we
He brings
speak.
up immediately.
I've got my best hounds looking for that lost
Yeah, so
gun.
you don't have to worry about it. We'll cover it. We have everything in this city handled completely.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
Ha. Okay. Oh.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Whoa. I could have clicked the thing fast, right, to heal the morale? Smashed some magnesium or something, right?
Fuck me? Please leave the rage you have for...
Nothing you can say. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him.
It's because the Furrows lost that match.
The Furrows lost that match, said Captain Ptolemy Price. once the man's superior officer.
Former cop's
It's
partner.
because he couldn't get a big gun from
Oh,
acquisitions.
Jean is my
And
former
anyway,
partner.
Police work really burns you out after a while. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the
Wow.
deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all.
Ho, 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 ho. I'm gonna try not to sit down again. Hey, buddy. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi, hi. What's up?
Mr. Dubois, I hope Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
He won't let me.
Excellent,
Fine.
Mr. Dubois. I can see that you are reasonable.
Serious.
So tell me, how can the head of
The chair you're sitting
Pain.
on has got to be the most
I failed the
uncomfortable
threshold.
chair in the world.
By the way, I hope this should take care. It should be sufficient.
Wow, that's 25 real.
No.
Okay, okay.
No
I respect
handouts
them.
then.
Now,
So you won't take
I'd
my
like to
bribes,
set
will
your
you take
mind
my
at
pain?
ease about one other matter.
His slug-like lips move.
Bink.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear.
I'd rather not lose
Only
all of
two
my
words
morale.
escape its gravity. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, "Be very worried."
He certainly did. There goes drama being useful. I don't care how he knows. This is false. This is killing him with kindness.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious.
Harry.
Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
Just let me control everything.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a
How do you
loaded
know?
gun.
How do you know?
Local children aren't out there
'Cause he
playing
already
with
has
right
it.
now, pointing it
'Cause he
into
already
their
has
own
it.
mouths.
He already has my
It's in a
fucking
safe
gun.
place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Swinging a little fucking watch and trying to hypnotize me, motherfucker.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels.
Shit.
Officer, we will deal with this later.
You're right, we don't need it.
Mr.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Fuck, that doesn't let me out. Maybe the way to winning is giving up your pride for the job at hand. It might be.
God, you're sweating.
Fuck.
Your knee, you want to...
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
Again.
Mr. Dubois, he keeps repeating.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr.
Nothing.
Dubois, are you...
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion.
What an odd demonstration of... you got...
Okay, enough. We are here to...
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Fuck. Yeah, I might have to come back here when I'm more capable. Aren't you going to ask me
Harry,
how I got in?
Honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
The big man peers at you. Oh,
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Of course, let us dispatch with the formality. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe...
I think the odds of that.
it might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I'm...
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out.
With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess
Completely.
word has already reached him. No matter. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about...
Would you
his
mind
lost
not
identity
interrupting,
right now.
please? Wow, he is insane.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
+1 red shipping folders before, yep.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers
Hiding it from you because it's not real.
He's
Okay, Harry.
Ooh, drama being useful.
Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
What a hide. Oh my god. This is nerve-wracking as fuck.
Everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau.
Yes, I never implied anything else.
Now I'm actually
Yes,
a
you
very
did.
busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about
No,
you.
he doesn't, but he's great at painting the picture.
The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Let's move to the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here.
That's why.
You're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide
So
open.
why can't we, exactly? It's my fault, somehow. Or the police's fault, somehow, that you can't talk honestly. Not your fault for harboring a bunch of criminals. Right?
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Are we? What door do you need opened, then? And what are you not telling us that you need from inside it? Huh.
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now.
Scratch backs.
I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Now, this guy right here says nothing shady about it at all. And I'm supposed to believe him.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards
But he's the
your own.
arch-liar. The arch-liar. You try to make that kind of a deal with a devil? I bet you don't
Harry,
even know
my dear
anything.
friend, I am what people call a local big...
Whose door?
No one's. It's just a
Just
weasel.
a weasel.
A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
I'm enabling a killing. I'm enabling another murder.
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
Huh.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a
I
burden on me,
just
Harry.
want this to be over so I
just
can
want
discuss
this to be
business
over
with
so I can
you.
discuss business with you. Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have the extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist...
No, he's not trying to help me for mysterious reasons, Shu. No! Trying to be a good cop, interesting gameplay choice? Yeah. I'm a real human being. I'm not going to allow this world to corrupt me. If that means I die, then I'll die, and I'll try again. I'm gonna accept the task.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me
But
know
I'm not
when
going
it's
to
done
do
and
it.
we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from
Goldex,
Manana. He's down
you were
by the
always
gates.
playing yourself in a
Manana's
role-playing
like a free
game.
agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
I'm just not trying to hide it. Not always. Yes, always actually, Oxymori. And the more that you try to distance yourself from the character that you play, the more that you play yourself. Always. Since when were we friends? Yes. Well. Since I accepted his parameters. Now we're friends. One last thing,
Just
Harry.
open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. Yes, your lost gun. My best men
Asking
are on
kids,
it.
grandmas,
Your
everyone.
gun will be found, Harry.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Uh-huh.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the
Ah.
gate.
Wouldn't
Here,
want to get
you're
stuck
one of
in
us
here.
now. A real red and white union man.
That was the most spectacular conversation. Yeah, he's calling me Harry now. Yep. Well, he likes me now. I'm on his side now, right? He owns me now. I didn't take his damn money, though. I took a task, and I'm not going to do it. I took a task from him, and I'm not going to do it. And I did not take his bribe.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I... Sure, mister. Absolutely. Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this... I'm like Mr. Everett's right hand... Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
A lady?
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle, but I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much...
Sorry, who's this Miss Beaufort?
Lizzie. She is a
Lizzie.
real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some...
Lawyerly.
That word. That's
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here
Real
neighborhood.
pillar of the
If
community.
my missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her.
Ah.
But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort.
Yes, he did.
Interesting.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Yeah, the real worker. Leo's the perfect example of the laborer, isn't he? Really believes in the people above him. Really believes in himself. Has dreams that he actually can't fulfill because his wife is barren. Wishes the best for everyone and works hard. And is destroyed for it. The ideal laborer. Self-sacrificing and sacrificed. Hey, we said it. I wouldn't be surprised if Leo ended up dead. Because... because saints get burned.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
The smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here.
Huh?
But you guys are alright.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done. Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them
They
happy
brew it
and
at
fighting
the Whirling in
spirits. Makes you all
Rags.
warm inside. They brew it in the Whirling in Rags. Oh, the Whirling's cook. He makes it.
He
Them
makes the
always talking
borscht.
with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Oh, I'll take that task and get interested in the borscht.
sure,
The
mister.
special
Sure.
borscht.
You
With
do
drugs
that,
in it?
Yes.
He didn't actually understand what you meant. And now he's just nodded.
Okay, bye. Bye. Bye, buddy. Love you. Love you, Leo. Alright, I want to get the fuck out of here. I want to get the fuck out of this place. This place is death. Where's the lady? General, how much do you know about this part of the world? Not much. There's a lady down here somewhere. There. No man matches Measurehead. I can't get there, can I? Nope, not from here. Okay, I can get in here though. Great. And then from in here I can get through here. Because I have the card now. There we go. There we go. Ah, hello, lady. That must be Measurehead. Measurehead's amazing. Nobody comes close to Measurehead. Oh, I can't even talk to those people. This must be Measurehead. Hello.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
I mean, always, yes.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The fuck does that mean, bitch? My body does not betray my degeneracy. Say nothing, size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Actually, yes, Measurehead, you're a fucking beast. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle.
How's your brain, though?
Ham sandwich, you are not
ham sandwich.
Because you are not a threat to me.
I see. If I were more on physical, probably we'd have a very different interaction, hey?
You have succumbed to Al Ghul.
To Al Ghul.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul
alcohol
emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others, yes.
He means alcohol.
I doubt it. My microcephalic race servant.
Yes, I'm an alcoholic.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here.
The influence of the ham sandwich race.
Ham sandwich race is waning.
Measurehead has his shit figured out, huh? The ham sandwich race is declining. Measurehead has 3 full bitches, a face full of tattoos, and he thinks he's a god. I am not going to step closer to the man. Reminds me of a Dolph Lundgren character in Rocky. Absolutely.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
What fucking spaceship did you get dropped off of? Measurehead?
You gave the world eugenics.
Who gave you enough mushrooms, man? For you to see through time and space?
Like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
He seems to actually understand a lot of things. Like he's...
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos.
What?
But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
I am obsessed with disco and sadness. That's true.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
He doesn't seem like an idiot. He just seems completely insane. No. He's not insane. Unhinged? Absolutely. But he's absolutely got a hierarchicalization of the world and an understanding that works for him. He's as sane as it gets. He might be wrong about a bunch of it, but his framing of the world works. It's very effective, even.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity. by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Yeah, he's had multiple opportunities to get upset with me and become crazy, and he's decided not to.
Bring your
He doesn't have a girlfriend, he's got a harem. I want a harem. I don't know that I actually want a harem. It does seem appealing to most men, though.
We will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
But he doesn't understand.
You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. It would enrich you rhetorically.
I would have to become a supremacist.
Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Become a fucking advanced racist, baby! No. Let's show him the ID card.
The man looks at you, silent and unmoving. His eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul.
What soul? You are not Santiago.
Santiago
Damn
is
it.
not you.
Damn, he's...
Even the Frenica
This guy's a problem.
can see this. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby. He must think redheads are immigrants.
I am not like them. I am craniometric, Professor.
Ah.
I have taken the trouble to permanently draw
You've permanently...
phrenologic
Okay.
on my skull
Okay.
and features.
You've permanently mutilated your perfect skin and body.
Any doubt.
Making it, yeah, in order to make clear just how good you are, you've permanently mutilated your skin and features. So that nobody can see your perfection because they're covered up in tattoos? Huh, it's almost like you're so obsessed with being perfect that you forget how to be perfect. And art is homosexual, yes. Inevitably.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism.
Does calling him out make him freak the fuck out and kill me?
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Yes, plenty. Oh my god.
Babe, thanks. But I got this. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
So now that I've called out a contradiction in his theory, he's no longer interested in me and can dismiss me. Seemingly bored with you. Now that you're against me, you don't matter. You won't ascribe to my theory? You don't matter. But you still serve him.
Mr. Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did.
But he's not doing it for your
Also,
reasons.
To serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism.
Yeah, am I a communist or an
only
individualist?
contributed to your race failure. It
Oh,
is
really?
lax and moronic.
Am I... He called me a communist. Your race naivistic communists never did. And then he calls me a petulant individualist. How about my jam is a mysterious fourth thing?
Individualism.
Degenerate youth culture, picked him up from rock and roll.
Ideas
No.
from degenerate
Disco, motherfucker!
offshoots
Disco,
of the 70s
motherfucker!
people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine.
That's how disco is invented.
Upon my race.
Upon my race. A shame upon me.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable culture.
Yeah, who are the Seminese?
The Seminese race.
Do they just drink a bunch of cum all the time? Is that who they are? Cum guzzlers. Cum guzzlers, yes? You're a cum guzzler, is what you're saying. You are Seminese? You are the one who comes from the semen. I see. So who are the Seminese?
The South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you.
Okay.
We are the future.
Born and raised on the islands?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams.
So did you come from the islands?
No.
No.
I have heard about it on the radio.
It's a stolen identity! It's not even his identity! He's just a person from Revachol who heard about some cool people from somewhere else, decided that he was genetically related to them, painted a bunch of shit on his face, and convinced a bunch of other people! He's not even from there! Oh my god! This is my so we just came from the most nerve-wracking dialogue tree that I've ever been in with fucking Everart, because that was genuinely scary and uncomfortable. And we go into this conversation where I feel very comfortable talking to this person and finding out he's absolutely batshit, and I like him. He's full of contradictions, and he's out of his gourd, and he's ascribed a whole bunch of the problems of the world to things that are irrelevant, but I actually fully like him. They just, yeah, this is literally what the Nazis did with the word Aryan. Yes, literally taking it. Do I call this out? Yes.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simonese strategy.
The strategy? Whose?
Networks,
whose strategy?
Will dominate the world.
Blue Rum, the stream where I started the new game is currently on Twitch. It's, the brew called, I forget what it's called. Somebody might answer you in chat, though. It's Brew 43, I think.
You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today.
You have extinction to come to terms with.
Think upon it.
Okay, well, let's be honest. There's gotta be another playthrough that I do where I build myself to just be someone who Measurehead might respect. Where I just build myself to be someone who Measurehead would respect. So full intellect and full muscle, and walk up to him and just be like, I would like to ascribe to your advanced race theory. I am a true Seminese. Actually, I wonder if I were capable of somehow claiming that I am of the racial group that he purports. I am gonna ask Kim what he thinks. What do you think, Kim?
I don't think anything about this. We are wasting our time having this conversation.
Worthwhile. It's twitch.tv/Tiabu YouTube. There is not a link to the Twitch because the Twitch is now defunct. Because Twitch is bad. Which I talked about for 5 hours yesterday.
Your pedomorphic friend is
Whoa.
right. You should leave here.
Calling him a child.
Between your legs. Contemplating race extinction. I am an immovable obstacle.
Alright. You can stay immovable, man. Enjoy your fucking self, Measurehead. Holy shit, dude.
Yes?
Alright, nothing. Nothing, Kitsuragi. Just chilling out, man. In case of strike, press button behind guard. Okay. Well, who's this?
Scab?
Oh, it's Manana. Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though.
Yeah, I'm a scab, poor and downtrodden. Right to work. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, You cops
This
going
guy
on a
looks like he
strike,
plays guitar
but
real
another
good.
cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money."
Imagine you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." He chuckles, then realizes that the union is doing that,
Speaking
right?
of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I mean, you killed him?
Mercenary, eh? Who could
Why
have
even
killed
do
him?
such
That's
a
indeed the
thing?
question. Why even do such a thing?
Are the dock workers involved?
What a thought.
Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Unless they were
Nobody does
pushed,
anything out of their own volition.
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
What does that
He
mean?
was an agent of the opposition, attempting
Oh,
to undermine
he was
our
against
honorable
us.
efforts. I ain't the murdering type.
Didn't
but
kill
that's
him.
just me.
That's
Large
just me.
organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
All sorts of skills.
He's not lying.
About not doing it himself, yeah.
Understood. This has been of limited
yeah, this has been not that useful.
No
Thanks,
problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Yeah, can I have
Sure
some
thing,
money?
my friend. I can help you out.
though. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I did it!
The coin
Oh,
lands
sick!
into your hand as if it is.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to, you know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better
Union
than
has
stabbing.
problems getting by.
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get
Rationing
around.
is strict.
The rationing is a bit stricter, is all. Supplies should last the strike, though. I'm always glad to help out when possible.
Not like
Not
these
like
scabs,
these
the ones who are
slithering
trying to
scabs.
work and are poor and hungry and are still trying to work. Interesting. I think he didn't like giving you money. I don't care. Got a key?
Huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more.
A weasel.
I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you,
Huh.
it's mighty good of you to help us out
How
during the
good of
strike.
you.
Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm opening it for all working men.
I knew this man was a commie.
Ha ha
And
ha.
it's a good thing you're doing too.
Is it?
Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's
Oh.
behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized.
Behind the greenhouse,
Means
huh?
we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
Mm-hmm.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for?
To feed our children, I guess. Anything else I should know?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker.
Yeah, I can tell.
I like to talk about the big
Just handing
picture
off
stuff.
keys and not doing
Who I
anything
am,
yourself, are
who
we?
you What we are fighting for?
He means he's not going to tell you cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you.
Yes, he
now
will.
that you're
Let's
working
let's ask. Why are you on
We're
strike?
negotiating our share.
Our share?
Aye.
Not wages or
stuff.
pensions.
They already covered.
You have a lot more than most people have. At least you got the benefits. However much you feed the wolf remains hungry.
Never grateful. Were we
Ah.
ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece.
How large a share would you like?
All of it.
All of it.
However, right now we want all the harbor workers
Yeah.
to be on the company.
From whom?
So they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism.
Yeah.
Just so we're on the same page. Communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad.
Oh, I
But
see.
don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
No. Tell me about Boss
I think
Man.
it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer.
Capable organizer and a decent businessman. He's also grossly obese, can't leave his room, and has a bunch of people doing work for him. Almost like a capitalist. You know? Almost like the prototypical vision of a capitalist. You know? It's interesting. Gulags for the rich, except the ones who say that they're not the rich, right? What does bossing entail anyway?
You kind of get to be the village chief.
Oh, like a village chief, like
He
a
oversees
leader.
the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties.
Watches out for his own. Businessman, but don't worry, he's just a communist like us, because he helps us.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt?
Corruption
We live
is
in a harsh and
necessary.
disordered
Nepotism
world,
is
see?
necessary.
And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit.
But he's corrupt for me, though.
He is, personally, not too lavish.
I'm all against corruption except when it lines my pockets. Ooh, mañana. I will call you tomorrow, my friend. Holy shit, he is above us all in order to be even with us all. Right, like the not different from all of you, just a first citizen. Right? Right, like a not an emperor or anything, just a first citizen. When he gets all the share, wouldn't he become the disgusting bourgeoisie? What? No, the giant overweight man with the sneering smile who sits in his room thinking all day? Some animals are more equal than others, says Orwell in Animal Farm. Indeed, FN, indeed. First in line at the door, but he is in line, trust me. Fantastic. That desk seemed very... No, you're right, he's very aesthetic.
He's reasonably lavish.
Uh-huh.
That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker.
Honestly, fair.
That would be a manipulative illusion.
But backpedaling and confused. Wouldn't you... Why wouldn't you want a saintly demeanor? Well, maybe you don't want a corrupt motherfucker in charge. Maybe you shouldn't have anyone in charge. Oh, wait, you need somebody in charge. Huh. So maybe undermining the systems that put people in charge because you're ideologically against them in order to put somebody else in charge just because you're ideologically with them, which is to say their corruption helps you. Maybe that's not a coherent political philosophy. Maybe it's just not a coherent political philosophy. Maybe it's so incoherent that it can't reasonably be argued with. Maybe that's the point.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anymore, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Corruption's inevitable. So, we take what we can get, huh? Yeah. We don't try to work toward a less corrupt system. We just try to work toward one that's more corrupt toward us, huh? Really, mañana? That's the argument? How about you work against corruption? Because corruption seems like a worse problem than capitalism. The system is the thing that's flawed, right? Not the corruption within the system. Right. Yeah. The machine is getting rusty, so you have to destroy the machine. Don't ever think about getting the WD-40 out and cleaning off the rust and making the machine work properly. The incredibly intricate thing that you actually don't understand how machines work, so you just say, this stupid fucking machine is so stupid. It's so broken. You'll see people who literally do this with their vehicles, with their cars, right? They'll treat their car like shit for a decade, and the car starts to fall apart, and they'll say, the car's a piece of shit. Well, they could go through and they could take the car apart piece by piece and scrub the rust off of every piece and oil it properly and put it back together and replace the parts that aren't working, and it would fucking work. But they won't. And so they'll kick the thing and go, stupid thing isn't working. Throw it away. How is this house so dirty, says the person living in the house. It must be the house's fault. Well, houses get dirty, they'll say. Houses inevitably get dirty. So if I clean the house, it will get dirty again. So why would I clean the house? Okay, if you want to live that way, then you have no right to complain about the dirt that you live in. And when you die of various conditions based on the mold in your house and the dust you've been breathing, you cannot complain. Because you did that to you. Fascinating.
This man has political theory. And it has not failed him
He
today.
does have political theory. He does have that. He has that. So are you a communist?
No.
No.
I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Then how can anything ever be mine?
You shouldn't take what's not yours.
But that's okay.
How can anything
agree.
ever be mine? Well, what if you built
the
it?
prairie is wide enough for all of us.
What if you were given it instead of taking it? Huh. Seems to spend a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
Is there?
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important.
And that's reasonable.
It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
It's not disco at
the
all.
Man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide.
I'll call you tomorrow, tomorrow.
He could effortlessly go even wider, if need be.
Alright, how the fuck do I get down here? Oh, there we go. What's that? I just want to get back into Revachol, man. I don't know what Greech means. Build an AI based on him and the muscle guy, then put them in the combo together. No need to put your thoughts into his words. He never said that corruption is bad. I'm saying corruption is bad. I'm saying that he's saying that something else. I'm saying that corruption is bad. I'm not trying to say that that's what he's saying. Sorry if that wasn't, if that didn't make sense. So that's Frite. Who's this? I will fight any one of you to work. One-on-one. Let's go.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Okay.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strike breakers together. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you.
Huh.
Cops tend to side with the higher-ups. You're essentially still workers.
That's an interesting position.
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the
right to work! Right to work!
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Well,
we
they're on
have
strike.
families to feed.
So do we, Scab.
What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches
Oh.
can't get their act together, decide to block
Seems like you have to
honest
have your
work
act together to go on a strike.
Beats
What do they want?
me.
Don't know what they want.
Nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we
have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
Hi, Kaiju Ham.
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated. Silence is the answer.
Wearing someone
There's
else's
something
clothes.
off here, but he won't say what.
honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate
There's
interests.
something else going on here.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want
Yeah, it's common to see strikes here. They often work. In Canada, all the teachers went on strike recently and demanded a pretty significant pay raise.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy.
I do think they follow you because you're big and loud, actually.
A job to do!
Seems to be the only reason you have.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you? Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses.
More
of
brutal,
another
cunning,
guy
and suspicious.
under the guise of this fighter for jobs.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together.
Jamrock.
Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Background.
Bouncer
odd jobs,
work.
Heavy lifting. cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the worked at territorial.
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
Never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here.
Oh.
I have a strike to break.
We are done here then. Interesting. He's been hired to be here. Maybe by Wild Pines. You have the right to work is something a capitalist business owner would love to say to these people too. No, right. I'm thinking that he's owned by Wild Pines or whatever it is. That he's been hired to stand around and yell these things as loud as he can. Oh, wow. It's more complicated than expected. Oh, it's interesting. Welcome to Revachol. Ooh, magnesium. Fritte. What is this place? It's a fried stuff place. There's a cute girl. Or a girl. There's a bunch of shit. Awesome. He has a white shirt. You see them in China. The government sends them in to break up strikes, but normally through violence. That makes sense. Fresh produce and roses must be from the greenhouse. The gardener.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Yeah,
What's
don't
that
fuck with me.
magazine she's reading?
You mean this?
Ooh, colorful photo of two girls
This is
kissing.
Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it.
Whoa.
It's not for sale.
So, exactly what you get, as far as I know in Eastern European countries, are depictions of the outside world as being very shiny and chrome.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks...
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean.
Who's the most stylish?
Benita. She's a model.
Benita.
Usually it's a...
We are not the fashion police.
What is Fritte?
Frit, a 7 to 11 grocery
Oh,
store.
okay.
I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier.
I like her.
The story goes that no...
Questions?
Okay. I'm
Dead body.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but not
You know him?
really. No. I didn't know.
Okay.
I don't know, really.
Alright.
Um,
Alright.
No need to worry.
okay.
Alright. Okay. Great. You worthless. Fucking humans. Are those cigarettes?
A colorful display of cigarettes and the
Yep.
bottles wink at you in the light. The smoke's too there, in that dark green glass. All
Wine,
in
alcohol,
vain.
beer, alcohol.
The great flowing river of warmth.
This is not a good place for a recovering
guess
addict.
not. I'm obliged to inform you that
Oh.
both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
I'm leaving.
You see several packages. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked.
Steal a
making them
raincoat?
easy to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking.
How about let's not steal?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicines. Their
medicines.
logo is the bloodless rose, pure white.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste.
Got it.
We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, magnesium, and...
Got it. Radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Hmm? Oh, it's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear
Oh.
outside, like bottles, or you need a bag, I guess. We used to... Feel free to use it if you find a bag.
I
The tear
mean,
machine stands in the corner.
I knew I would need a bag, but I can just pick up bottles and shit. Why do you skip the voice acting? Because I read too fast. Wow, seriously, skip that. I read it. I read all of it. People never have any clue how fast I read. It's okay. I understand.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island.
Why is
only
Fritte written with
300
3
years
T's? Because it's chunky. They think it makes it feel chunky, but it's not. And she doesn't think so.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war
Wrong.
limbo.
That is what that is what she said. That is what she said.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
The game does become, yeah. Like, frankly, I don't care that much about the voice acting. I'll listen to it if I'm interested in it, but I'm here to find out the writing, mostly. I'll play the game as I see fit, and you can watch or not as you see fit. Oh, I messed that up.
Welcome to...
Do continue.
Come on, man. The whole...
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here. That I should watch
There's a description for the
myself
lore skill after her
and
line. Okay.
Behave.
I don't care. If I missed it, then I missed it. And it wouldn't be relevant to me. And it doesn't seem relevant to me. I'm not gonna stand hardline and say that it's irrelevant, but I don't care. I don't care if I miss things. I don't care if I don't explore everything. I don't care if I don't find out everything. I'm experiencing the game, and I'm gonna experience it how I want to experience it. And if you want to experience it with me, keep watching, and if you don't, bye-bye.
But you see,
But complaining and telling me how to do the thing, or how you wish that I had done the thing, or being pissed about how I've done the thing,
I would
irrelevant.
advise you to remember that.
Go play it yourself. Go watch somebody else.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
You won't learn anything. You won't learn anything at all.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils, and his breath of high tar content cigarettes.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock work... The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month. Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you
apples, huh?
Yeah, apples. I take it it's about biological determinism, natural law.
We got a different racist.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge, no. You might want to...
Bury your head in the sand like common sheep.
Bury your head under the
Oh,
sand
so you're
like
just a
common
racist. I
sheep.
understand. I actually can't remember what that means. Please explain.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
I can totally... I would love to be in charge. I am so worthy. And anyone who tells me that I'm worthy must be right. Because, obviously. Alright.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately?
An unfortunate downturn. Yes.
Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they start competing for resources.
Measurehead is a way better racist, Soggy. Okay, so what's... Okay, and?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant.
The damn kips? Mosquitoes? Intruder species.
And the other intruder species, too. They're on the precipice
So it's
of cultural victory.
Occidental erasure, then. Just cracked up on the tie attempt. Yeah, glorious. So they're just white erasure then. I see.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for,
Mm.
right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. This is
How
so
they
themselves.
plan. Seems to be they will replace as people. Exactly, white erasure. That's white genocide. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's going on right now in America, all over the place. People like the blacks are coming, the Muslims are coming, the Asians are coming, and they're all going to erase the whiteness that is the foundation of our culture. Oh, you mean our multicultural melting pot that's founded on freedom and diversity and the strengthening of cultural and, even though we were ignorant of it, of genetic lines via continued diversity? Yeah. Terrified of brown babies. Oh, scary. Ooh, scary. I personally am excited for more mixing. Me too. I can't wait to meet a woman who is as genetically different from me as possible and fall in love with her and have beautifully healthy mutt babies made of all different kinds of cultures. Sounds great. Sounds like they might have a chance at a good life. All right, say nothing.
It's true. Also,
it's true. The mixing of the races.
Mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace?
Oh.
You might end up with a new sub-race.
Yeah,
with
horrifying.
new characteristics leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
I see. So, when you say control the offspring, you mean determine who can breed with who, right? You mean the eugenics? You mean the eugenics, right? And you mean like, yeah, the eugenics. They're not racist. They just prefer if they stayed in their communities and we in ours. Yes. And they're not against people of other races, just the desire that other races obviously have to infiltrate our society and their agenda. That's what they're against. Bingo. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Push your luck, runt.
Man, when I get my gun, I would like to talk to you again.
Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? It's about not the most popular topic nowadays. I'm not just racist. I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved. Even if some people...
I'm not one of those dumb racists. I'm an informed racist. That's... My God! That's amazing. I'm not just a racist. How dare you dismiss me? How dare you? I know all about it. It's very scientific and totally provable.
People who've studied these things...
Now, what else have you thought up?
And me are superior by design. So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn. The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game.
Okay.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers.
Yeah, okay.
Go right ahead.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remains unchanged, but you sense something there, below.
Eugenics like to talk genes, but fail to see that mixed is how you create better and stronger races. Disclaimer, though, genetically races don't even exist, even if it's phenotypes. No, but diversity in phenotypes, both in terms of external stuff and otherwise, does exist. And there are absolutely population groups that are highly genetically diverse, different from each other. If you take the gene portfolio of somebody from the other side of the world from me, literally wherever, you can just point Middle East, Central China, Mongolia, Africa, they're gonna have vastly different genes and different gene expressions. Most of the genes are exactly the same, but there are reasons why. Well, there are certain population groups that have tendencies toward more certain types of diseases that are genetically determined, sickle cell anemia being one, right? And those often go away if they breed with people with genes that don't have those. So people from other racial groups. So mixing is great. It's great because you end up with, somehow, through the magic of the way that our biology works, you end up with more of the stronger genes and less of the weaker ones, somehow. Or at least in terms of the expression. Lactose intolerance, etc. Exactly. And it seems like a lot of those negative traits end up being, to some extent, recessive. Or at least you can get a more complete blend of a person by mixing and matching. Which seems exactly right to me. Lots of mixing. Seems real good. The alternative is you breed with people who are close to you genetically, and we know exactly what happens in that because the Habsburgs did it. And the Tudors. But mostly the Habsburgs. You know? The great dynasties of Europe, they fucked themselves, literally. And in fucking themselves, they destroyed their lineages. Because they should have been breeding with people completely different. And instead they tried to keep their bloodlines pure. They had a hypothesis. The hypothesis was that the divine right of kings is innate in the blood. And so keeping the blood pure is the way to go. And so they kept the blood really pure, and they're all fucked. And the tendency to have deformed children and mentally deficient children and destroyed children whose genes are all fucked up is way higher. Hypothesis disproven. The blood should not remain pure. It should be mixed with as many things as possible. Yeah, and interbreeding with other hominids. Definitely true. Probably to their great benefit.
Not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet, he thinks, wriggled out of it.
Alright, we're done here. Are we back in fucking... Oh my god, we're at the Whirling in Rags. Holy shit, we made it. Boys. Boys, we made it. Holy shit. Oh my god, we made it, we made it, we made it. So this whole time, I've been wanting to get back and do one thing, which is to click on the damn body.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like, and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Shu says, I think it's the fear of losing the culture. I think it's just fear of the unknown and the other. We're tribal. Humans are tribal, animals are tribal, and it's kin selection. Again, the lectures on human behavioral biology. Animals, in general, select for people who are, or for other animals who are closer to them genetically, right? Because you want your genes to survive innately, and so you want the genes of people who have the most genes that are close to you to survive. And a really obvious indicator that someone has close genes to you is that they look somewhat like you. It's a really solidly obvious indicator that they're of a similar family from you. And so animals are much more likely to sacrifice themselves for a group of people who are like them than unlike them. There's your basis. It's evolutionary. It's biological, and it's genetic, and it's deterministic. But you can overcome it, because it's not how you make strong children. It's not how you actually make stronger offspring. It's separate.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle.
Yeah, hung on a cargo belt.
Stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clothes.
We also prioritize our memes, sometimes even more than the genes. I see. So the mimetic cultural genetics, which are genes to me. The memes are genes are memes. It's all one thing. But I see what you're saying is you're distinguishing from systems of belief are exactly the same in a lot of ways in terms of control or desire to kin select. We culture select as well. That makes sense.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
Fucking God. And throw up.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth.
Let it out. Herk! Bleh! Measurehead was saying it doesn't matter, his genes aren't the same, he just wants the same culture to dominate. Sure. A belief in a belief system.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body until a pool of vomit lies. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish.
It's okay. Happens to everyone.
Yep.
Keep it.
Thank you.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Smelling salts?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But
I
not
can't
you?
handle the headache.
Huh. I don't need
Sure
that shit.
You do. You just threw up a lot. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salt. If she doesn't have any.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you...
Okay. I'll go get some downed ammonia. Give me your downed ammonia, garden lady. Hi, garden lady. Oh, I also need those gloves on, don't I? Also, I'm a fucking cop. What's up? I'm a cop in gloves. What's up?
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. Okay.
Okay. I like her. I'm suspicious. I am suspicious of anybody that I like. Alright, do I have to actually use the ammonia before I do it?
There he still is, looking right
Plus
through
one has ammonia.
with his white eyes. The ammonia only makes it worse.
I failed it.
The combination for the second time.
Oh, well.
Not so
shit.
much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
I just want to get the body down.
Nor does the wind right now. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
True.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell.
Throw up, investigate, throw up, autopsy, throw up, bag it.
Then drive to the station. I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too. No. This is a two-man assignment because you need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to...
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over...
You internalize a thought.
Get yourself together. Then come back.
Whatever happened... He became a police officer in Revachol West. Solution? Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. To achieve a solid level shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people, maybe that'll help. Research time 30 minutes. Got it. Hey, kid.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks? The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're...
Alright, entertain the Kuno.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Yeah, like a fucking volcano.
You were lucky you didn't die there.
Yeah, you're handling it pretty well.
Kuno's got some advice for
Leaning
you.
in. Go fuck yourself.
What are you? Like 80, right?
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied non-vomiter.
Okay.
That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths. Try it again now.
What do you know about the body?
Pig. Don't tell the pig.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses the fucking for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
You don't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed.
Probably climbed, huh?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even.
Wasn't here. Wasn't
The
here.
city's too large for him to have left. But he wasn't here either.
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know.
Night City? Whoa!
Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Kuno was in Cyberpunk? Dude! How'd you get there? How'd you switch games?
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds.
These kids are like talking to teenagers on Discord or Twitter. Yeah, that's correct.
Science fiction novel.
Alright, where's Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Shared universe.
Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Sure.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Wow.
You're testing.
Get lost.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack.
I phase shifted.
Get the fuck.
You can't do that.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
Can they?
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Yeah, he fucking does.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you
completely
didn't do anything. Like you stayed.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag.
Alright, the pig's head.
Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
I got one too. This one, it's shit. What?
What is this shit?
He doesn't get it.
On yourself.
It's called self-deprecation, Kuno.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw it.
Alright.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk.
Alright, who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno?
Kuno's
It's
Kuno.
always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
I love him. Such a twat.
Kuno, he's trying to fiddle you.
Oh.
He's gonna put his hands on you.
Here we got a problem.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Nobody's helping.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help! He's digging his dick.
Escalate, Kuno! Stick us out, you're afraid!
Pigs in here in Kuno!
Uh-oh.
Somebody please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no
Shut
sense.
him down.
There
Don't
is-
punch him. It's a bad idea.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with
Wow.
an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look.
That Kuno's dad gets. The murder look, the rage look.
The rage look.
The murder look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know
Yeah, he
you
does.
were thinking that.
He knows
There's
you pushed
a dead
him.
body, remember. That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
Can you read my mind, Kuno? Let's get back to the
I know
interview.
what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna
You
shut
should
that
have,
shit
because
down.
now...
You know what? You should have, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you.
Kuno turned you into his prison pig. You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno.
God, the push-pull that they've got going on is amazing.
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking people. You don't know where
You're just Kuno's bottom bitch.
Kuno's bottom bitch.
Yeah, Kuno has some problems.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click.
Click, 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 click. You often play here?
Pig, this is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
You ever climb the ladder?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking...
The lieutenant take...
Kuno, not an acrobat. What's in the greenhouse?
Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Racial. Is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent.
The gardener used to work there?
First name among the Areopagites of Ilmara.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Look, Kuno doesn't explain
Kuno just says shit, no explanations.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
I should ask her about that, shouldn't I?
It seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Oh, legendary empath. Oh, I wasn't supposed to back down, damn. Yeah, watch it later, Pizza Krusty. Kuno does what Kuno wants, man. Let's talk about the body again.
Talk about it.
Never mind.
You're testing...
Get lost.
Shack again?
What do you want with it?
Nothing.
Call Pigmeister. Don't come and talk.
I can't do that, empath. Okay. What's this?
Here's that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolved. You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2
I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
And the only prescription is...
How about let's not think about that? I don't think the magnesium's gonna do it.
Volumetric shit compressor.
I've compressed some... Wow.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's ship
Remake Gurren Lagann and Evangelion with Kuno as the protagonist.
Of around 495 gigadecimals.
Metallic
These
hydrogen
levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars.
All endurance
not law
white
officials.
checks.
It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Remaining 4 hours for that. Because I'm thinking about Guillaume. Okay. Cool. Those are really cool. That I get to add these specialty perk things. How do I get the body down, though, I wonder? So there's the footprints. I have magnesium.
What do you see?
We've been through all of it.
There he still is, looking right through.
Oh, 72. Okay, here we go.
The body below is entirely...
Hold on, let me leave. Let me F5 it. I've got my shit together. No, it said 72 now. I can do this.
Looking right through.
Fuck.
Again, every time it happens, it gets worse and worse.
God damn, I'll save scum it. It's fine.
Throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time.
Which is about right, getting to the end of it. I wonder, can I just do it again? Even though I got my shit compressed.
I'm at a loss as well.
I could swear your shit was together.
Detective.
Sometimes even that.
Officer, you just need to be stronger.
You just need to be stronger.
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet.
By upgrading your endurance.
It's okay if you don't
make
it.
Well, I'm gonna go again. I quick saved for a reason. I just want to... The horror of a dead body, it's legit. You can't just go up to a dead body and fuck with it. Not when it's been decaying for a week and is actively decaying. Let's do it again.
As you breathe
there we go.
The odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Embrace it.
It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos and tendons.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Yeah.
The man before you is naked, but for
there
a
we
pair
go.
of underpants and enamel boots.
Yeah,
His
why the
skin
boots?
is greenish, marbled with
Enameled?
decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to
I
the
don't know
branch
how
above
officers do it either, but I
appears
assume that it's
industrial in
desensitization.
strength.
Otherwise, it's also nice to play as it goes. Yes, it is. But I'm going to do it this way because I can. I'm really interested in the
material
boots.
appears to be ceramic.
Ceramic?
Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor.
Boots.
Possibly part of a larger
Armor.
set.
Indeed. Technically speaking,
Sabatons.
these are sabatons, not boots.
Why was he wearing armor?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be...
Why was he in armor in the first place?
We should keep a lookout for these pieces.
Are the White Pines
The
people
armor could
armored
yield
monsters? Like...
Maybe he'll know something. No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that's a question.
I hear you, cop, talking shit about the Kuno. You wanna fuck me? You wanna fuck the Kuno?
God damn it!
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
He's not been demeaned completely.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface?
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring, and the guy's a total Victopaz.
How could this man
That's for
afford
us
this?
to find out.
Security
Mr.
personnel.
Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company.
Kuno would get in the robot. Kuno would fuck the robot and then find out things about the robot that made him regret it, and then he wouldn't regret it because he's fucking Kuno.
Just something I scraped together from my station.
Oh,
An area
yes, I
report
totally
from
did the
Martinez.
same.
I'm sure you did the same. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now.
Oh, 6 men to
For a
semi-automatic.
full set, about
4 years of wages. Yeah, Kim's voice is fantastic, Element.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a
Yeah,
piece
that's a
of
lot.
hardware, yes, that's
A small bell-like sound filled.
It's anything but.
Nope.
This material is a kinetic
Horizontal
redistributor.
redistribution of
Faint
kinetic energy.
organic lines cover
Wow.
the plates where they separate into smaller ones, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony, perhaps. If trees were made of porcelain, this
That's
is what
awesome.
the sections would
Bioorganic porcelain?
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50, 100, 1000.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 67822.
I'll tell him the truth.
Let's lie.
What a very interesting thing.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done.
The stench fills your nostrils.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Oh.
Brutal!
Oh, bad idea.
You're going to pull his head.
Do it, homo!
Yes, that's what I said. You'll comp...
Indeed. From
Alright,
this
I won't
angle,
do that.
It does look like the net.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
I didn't even want to take them off. I just thought I should try.
If you can't experiment, how will you learn?
I just do things. There's no underlying
I don't think
reason.
we should do anything just for the hell of it. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off.
Oh yeah,
all
they've
the
been
organic
gooped.
matter in his body has been falling down into the boot.
There might still be a way to peel them off, but first, the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better.
I will accept that.
Anticipation makes you crack your fingers.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue,
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. The
Belt.
hangman's knot is pulled tight by
Hard
the
edge
weight.
polyester.
This is a steel-reinforced
Lashing
cargo
belt.
lashing belt. Big brother of the regular cargo belt.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
No, it's
The
for
local
air
harbor
transport.
uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around.
The harbor, the
I
harbor.
get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
How did they even get him
A
up
noose
there?
is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
That's true.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splinters.
Lassoed the branch, then pulled the belt,
I
closed
think
the
they lassoed
buckle.
the
Yeah, that
branch.
makes sense.
Then
could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Yeah, up and over.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
Yeah, I have to cut the damn
I'm
thing.
still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
Makes sense, believably
70%
mundane.
of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report. This belt worries me.
Yeah.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
I don't know, Sanka. I just know that everything's fucked. Is this a national
Of no
pattern?
nation that I know of.
No.
If anything.
Religious
it reminds me of
illumination?
religious
Yeah.
illumination. Last or penultimate century.
We're missing
I
something.
agree.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed.
A Trigger Sunshine.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of
Projectors and a
intercommunication
camera.
devices.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
Kuno S.
An instant color camera.
Wow. Click the
I have only
ampules in
2
place.
ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed
Wow.
by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper,
Fascinating.
rolling out.
In case we need it.
A perfect copy of the dead man's
Yes.
tattooed
It
chest.
is pretty cool, isn't it?
It is pretty fucking cool,
There
Kim.
is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
Very wisely.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it?
Sure.
Thank
Just don't lose
you.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks...
You've acquired an interactable item.
Awesome.
Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Look him in
His
the eye.
eyes are milky white.
Blind.
And dark brown
Disgusting.
hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode. From the organic process, the corpse is dead.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
Yeah.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with.
Does his position
Does
match
his
the
position at the
discoloration?
time of death match the discoloration?
Interesting. What if he was actually moved here?
Only
Absurd.
the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Okay.
The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color, coursing with dark marble veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports her hanging.
Could it still be he was moved?
We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
He's beaten.
Most of them are
post-mortem and the delinquents, yeah.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Oh, that's a girl. That's why Kuno asks. I see.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago. Daddy did dad.
That sounds about right, yes.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten in.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilo.
The fuck he said?
Talking about shit.
Goddamn right.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you.
So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos. The hangman's knot is pulled. This is a steel ring.
Airlift.
Yeah, I've already...
I thought it was the local harbor uses.
I've already gone through this.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo
I think I've done
belt.
it all. Yes, let's say it's done. Let's get him down.
Steel reinforced belt presents
Chain
a
cutters,
unique
but no good
challenge.
angle.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's fun.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material. Climb up there and saw the... There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down.
Let's not do it. Let's shoot him down. Yeah. Ask
I
for
was
help.
really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a...
We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job.
How do you plan to get him down, then? With social sensibility?
Someone else?
Someone
What
else
was that
like the
about
police?
processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
No.
No? Why?
Think of the boys from processing. as
Murderers, but they're a wrecking
Only
crew.
Instead of people, they murder crimes.
Okay.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others...
Shoot him down? Yeah!
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah,
There
yes,
might be
I
a
see.
chance.
If the shot hits that,
Go get
there
the
might
giant.
be a
Yeah!
Yeah, now what?
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno.
I believe in
I
Kim.
blew his head off.
Take it.
Yeah, take...
Silence. And produces a lightweight firearm.
A paper
He drops
cartridge?
The paper cartridge in the barrel. Separates the scouring stick.
Whoa,
and
what?
gives the
That's what a
cartridge
firearm
5
is?
tucks,
What the fuck?
securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice. Mass-produced muzzle loader. Ascetic, frugal. One of the most
Weird.
common
A
firearms
paper
in the
cartridge, too.
world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim.
I'm not saying
The corner
anything.
of it. The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Damn it.
"A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's test was the wrong choice."
Ah.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Kuno's sorry too.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word.
No, we are lucky as it is.
He can't trust his own eyes.
Put us in an unfortunate position with the locals.
Get your shit together. No, okay.
I have to say, it's beginning to...
You know,
okay.
You don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
I am not a good shot.
As bad as it is. Go ahead.
But I'll try it.
This is the sorriest.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka. Take it and shit.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal
Bakelite
is
is plastic.
surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on... You've held this. An A9.
The fuck are you waiting for?
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left...
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
42.
At least you won't miss.
Pointed at the kid. Yeah. Close your left eye first. Okay.
Your field of view narrows. The slow movement of...
Look, he's crying.
58.
Gonna cry now, fucking faggoty.
Fuck.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse.
Fuck.
In the chest. Bits of rib.
Ah.
Oh, he's gonna fucking cry.
Ask for another shot. You'll get it with the next one. The goddamn light reflects.
There's something wrong with your weapon.
The cadaver is already compromised.
It came out wrong.
Please, Kim.
There is...
Vitupa wants to fuck up again bad.
The cadaver is already
Damn it, he won't let me. Fine.
Feels like shit, man. How did...
The song of my...
Don't provoke her.
Alright.
It's not the gun's fault.
Well, I fucked it up.
They have, like, fucking hooves.
You get better accuracy by not closing your eyes.
Kuno has hands.
Yeah.
Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
No, Kuna. Yeah, let's give the gun to the child.
We still need to get him down the bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have...
Let's get to it then. So... I fucked it up, and that's okay. But I have completed an incredible loop through this town. We spoke to... the mans. We shot a dead body. We talked to a whole bunch of people, and we discussed critical race theory with an enormous monster of a harem man who is not of the race that he purports himself to be. All in all, I can effectively call that a successful stream of disco. Disco acquired. Disco accomplished. Disco is disco, baby. Disco. Disco disco. Aw, yeah. Advanced race theory. You are correct, Space Monkey. Very advanced race theory, indeed. Holy shit. This game is a lot. My highlights for the day are definitely talking to Measurehead and Everett, whatever his name is, the fucking asshole. Insert the JoJo menacing effect here, yeah. This game is fascinating. It's Everett. Big fart. Fucking asshole. I've never experienced a game whose choices felt quite so nerve-wracking. There are times when you can stop and go back and mix and match a little bit, but it feels very real, and it feels like you have an immense amount of control over what you can do, and it feels like you have no control over it at all, because the systems of the game whip it away from you when you make mistakes or move down paths that you don't know the consequences of. I find it absolutely fascinating, and I'm enjoying it a lot. And it seems that a lot of you are too, so I'm glad to see the viewership numbers being pretty solid and pretty interesting. We'll continue playing it again at another time, maybe tomorrow, maybe not. It's not going to be the main focus of the brews, just sometimes. And gosh, what an interesting experience to put your mind into. To enter into a broken, dilapidated world with a lot of mysteries to be solved. to wander around and try to determine what is really going on when people don't want to answer your questions. Fascinating. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I streamed for way longer than I expected to, or honestly wanted to, and that is because the game sucked me in, and that's okay with me. I appreciate your viewership. Huge thank you again to the individual who came in and dropped a $100 donation via the chat. Fucking awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for being, folks. It has been fun, Soggy. Absolutely. Being is good. Be good. Prove that being is good. Otherwise, the AI will come and kill us all. Much love to all of you. Peace. See you tomorrow.